We're live, ladies and gentlemen. Live, live, live.
Oh yeah.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Ringside Rants with yours truly, just Mike, and of always, Phil, the Japanese guru. And Bad Karma is missing tonight.
He's in
He
my
had
tonight.
some.
Where is he? Josh.
I have
Hello.
no idea, man. I have no
Josh.
idea.
Joshy
Yeah,
boy.
yeah. He said, "Yeah, give me a minute." Well, we're live, Josh. Where the hell is you, bro? Um, So hurry up and get in here, and I'll put you on the. I'll put you in here as soon as you get on. I waited around for like 7 minutes. I know I jumped the gun. I was waiting. I was like, we'll give him a few more minutes. And whenever I said that, I was like, yeah, he'll come on. I hope he does. And of course, he's like, yeah, give him a minute. I know he's probably celebrating a very traumatic milestone in his life. I'm not going to throw his business out there, but you know, I love you, brother. Hurry up and get on here so we can talk.
Well, congratulations on your milestone. You are a free man now.
See, there you go, putting the man's business out there, brother. I
I didn't
wasn't
say
going to do that.
anything. All I just say is he doesn't have to worry about that BS that bullshit no more.
Hey. I was there once. You've been there once. Hey, we've all been there. Okay.
Yeah.
We've all been there. Okay. It sucks. We lived through it. Hey, what's up there, Tamale Con Salsa? Hey, um, waiting on your man to get on here so we can chat nerd shit with him because it is wrestling night here in Tuesday night 9:30. You know what that means? I'm still alive from AEW Dynamite, of course, but
It's Tuesday night. You know what that means.
exactly. Clap, clap,
Okay.
clap. Waiting on Josh to get here so I can send the actual claps through the
Oh
actual
God.
interweb. So,
What do you think of that video of like Walker Stewart and Chris Charlton, end up falling in the snow together?
huh?
Well, apparently they were talking about the matches that were going on tonight, both Chris Charlton and Walker Stewart, the English commentary team for New Japan,
Oh
and they
yeah.
both slipped in the snow.
Yeah. Speaking of things, I want to talk about as well. Whenever he gets on here, there's probably in the. Hey, whoa. I didn't need to know that, lady. I did not need to know that at all. Nobody needs to know that.
What the hell?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No one needs to know that. I'm gonna put that. You know what? I'm gonna put that on our. I'm gonna show that to everybody so everybody can see that. I'll let that up
I
there
gotta
until he
see
gets
that.
there. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that up there. No, you're not. You're telling the truth. I just showed it to everybody. I'm leaving it there forever. That is hilarious.
He's probably in the bathroom taking. Oh my god!
I love it. We're ragging on him already, dude. And it ain't even been 5 minutes yet, dude. I love it. I love this guy. I can't wait for him to get here. Uh,
Oh god, that's the probably closest I ever will get to the Super Bowl.
wow, really, bro? Hey, they made the playoffs this year, dude. They made the wild card. Okay, come on.
So I'm probably gonna get attacked by if we have fans
I
from.
know, I know you don't live together, but hey, what colors we want the logo? You know what? I'm gonna let you free reign on all of that. All that on the logo, all that on banners, all that is your free reign. You and Josh can come up with something, and I'm pretty sure it'll be amazing. Speaking of which, I want to talk about whenever he gets here. I can't wait to talk about what I did Saturday night with my buddy Steve. Um, Matter of fact, you know what? Hold on a damn minute. That's somebody who I want to bring in here. I want to bring in Steve tonight. I love the guy. You're good. Uh, okay, cool. I'll send you the link, bro. All right, he's ready. Send him the link. Okay, invite to Josh. Come on, let it go. Come on, let's do a thing. There we go. Boom. Send. Okay, cool. It's sent. It's sent, Josh. There you go, brother. And I need to send another one to my buddy. Damn it, why is it going the wrong? I don't want to message him. I want to send it to my buddy. There he is. There you go, buddy. Hurry the hell up and get on. Hey, your woman put you out there, man. So you get to read that as well.
Oh Lord.
Matter of fact, here you go.
Crap.
Oh man, there you go. Pink and purple. I'm gonna have ponies. Oh, that's great. I don't care what I have. I think it'd be great to have whatever. Um, but in all honesty, guys, this Saturday, before we get into anything crazy, this Saturday night, me and my buddy, my best friend Steve, we went to the OWS show, the Outlaw Wrestling Society show, and we were going to get ringside, but money's kind of an issue with me. I'm going to be honest, and we sat in the bleachers for like 30 minutes before the show started. And then the announcer came on and said, "Hey, everybody fill these chairs up. Everybody fill these seats up. Let's go. Let's go." So me and Steve decided to sit in the second row back. And we just got a message. Where did we get a message from? Let's go. Let's go. Who messaged me? You can't hear me?
I hear you.
Phil can't hear me. Phil can't hear me at all. That's something you did, Phil.
Man, you hear me all right?
I can hear you fine, Josh.
Okay.
Hold on. Yeah, everybody can hear me. Phil, say something, brother. Yeah, I think it's in his settings. Hold on, I'm gonna try to remove him and then set him back up. What about now? Can you hear me now, Phil? How about drop the call, come back in? You'll always be able to come back in. Drop your call, come back in because you got the settings. All you gotta do is just go your thing and then boom. Hold on, let me Facebook message him. That'll work better. There, that'll work. Hopefully that'll work. Yep. Hopefully that'll work. Maybe. So I'll wait till he comes back before we start talking about it because it is epic, dude. It is freaking epic. Like I'm not even trying to exaggerate how cool it is. He can't hear nobody. Yeah. Okay. Cool. He private messaged, dude. I get private messages on this thing. How do you do that?
Well,
I love that.
Well, there's like on the StreamYard, yeah, right next to it, I could send a chat. It's like.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so that's how you do it. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome.
That way we can communicate here while it's not being broadcasted. Like, hey, cut the shenanigans, get to the topic.
Yeah. I got you. We're gonna wait on him to come back in whenever he gets here in a second. What is StreamYard? I can add you as well if you ever wanted to come in and talk about the show or whatever. I need to add. I probably have to send him another damn invite. Shit. Hold on.
Well, she's on Facebook, so it'll be a lot of send her the message.
Hey, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Awesome. No, we're not telling any secrets over here. We're just talking about wrestling. All right. So this Saturday, me and my buddy Steve. I don't know nothing about wrestling. I had to do research. Anyway, me and Steve went to the OWS, the Outlaw Wrestling Society, and I went there because, we talked to the owners there. We talked to Josh Payne, the Rainbow Warrior. We've talked to Virgil Weaver, who also is part of the Outlaw Wrestling Society. You gentlemen have been there. You already know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And I told him I'd be there, if the creek didn't rise and, God willing, and God willed it to be a thing. But I'm not going to say anything negative about the shit because there was nothing really negative about it. We had a blast. I got to introduce myself to several of the wrestlers there, and they're interested in doing a podcast with us eventually. I'm excited about that. There's a guy that's on my Facebook now named Moondog. And I got to talk with Virgil. I'm not going to spill his story. That's where I want me and him to sit down and actually talk about it, and then upload it as a huge podcast to the show, and let him edit it. Anything he wants to take out or put in or whatever. And then I'll let you gentlemen listen to it before we upload it, and then all three of us will get together and talk about it. I think that's the best way to do that, if you know what I'm saying. Does that sound like something y'all would be interested in doing with me?
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, cool. Well, whenever he messages me or calls me or whatever, then we'll go that route with him. Mr. Rainbow Warrior was there, and he made a comment I'm not going to repeat, but it was kind of like it was kind of ha ha ha, but I see what he was saying, and honest to God, truthfully, it to me his show meant a lot more than that other show did. But like me and Steve talked about, it was the only reason the other person did any well at all is because he had people come in from out of town, which this show here had Rico Wildly. And me and Steve got a chance to talk to him at the end of the show. And he's one of the top 100 wrestlers to watch this year. I think he's number 96. If you don't know who he is, dude, you need to take a look at him.
Turtle Power.
Like, you need to go to YouTube and I'll send you a couple of links or whatever I got to.
What's the guy's name?
Rico Wildly. He's wrestled for Juggalo Championship Wrestling before under the ICP banner. He's really good, dude. He calls himself the Barker of the Carnival. He wears a lot of lights, and I mean a lot of lights. His belt lights up the whole entire match. His boots have him on it. His pants have him on it, his name on it. They're really cool. The whole gimmick itself is it's something to be amazed by, dude. I mean, if you've never seen a guy like them come into the ring, period, it's something that it's a marvel, dude. It's something to go, wow. And the kids love him, dude. The kids actually ate it up, dude. They're like, oh, the dude with the lights. Dude, it was great. And he even said it in a podcast that I was watching that you may not remember my name, but you'll remember me because I'm the guy with the lights. And true enough, dude, there was kids going, the guy with the lights is amazing. And he was a very good wrestler. He reminded me of Jeff Hardy meets RVD. But yeah, dude. Yeah, he's really good. He's really good. And dude, he's in his 30s. To be honest, man, he moved around like he was in his 20s. I'm not even gonna lie to you and say anything bad about it because there was nothing bad to think about from the show. Chris Black was there from Phil, you remember Chris Black from over in Mississippi, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was there at this show. Dude, he is the franchise, and I have nothing but good things to say about Chris Black. He's a true professional of the game. He is a veteran. He took on the legendary Pharaoh of Funk. That was a damn good match. Pharaoh had the audience eating out of the palm of its hands. It was intense, dude. To me, it reminded me of old school 80s meets today's standards. There was a lot of heat, but it was a lot of heat done the right way. And
basically, the old school psychology meets a modern day style.
Yes, it was fucking awesome, dude. And Chris Black he's a true veteran of the game. Like I said, he's a true veteran. Also, speaking of veterans, Moondog from the old Moondog gang.
I'm in broadcasting.
Huh? But he asked one of the Moondogs if he could use the Moondog gimmick for forever, basically. And he gave because his son didn't want to use it and didn't want nothing to do with wrestling. He let him do his thing, and dude, he had so much heat, bro. Heat. Like he's like, you know what? I'm gonna buy this land. I'm gonna kick all you Moas off of this land, and I'm gonna buy this land, dude. And I was like, whoa, that's some gangster shit right there. Like, dude, he was like, you know what? Don't all of you Indians own gas stations and hotels? And then the dude that he was wrestling, he's like, hold on, bruh, hold up. You're not wrestling me tonight, but that's the wrong type of Indian, dumbass. He said, we're the Indian. That's a dot Indian. Know your Indians. It was really cool, man, because it was on an Indian reservation. It was cool, dude. I dug it. It was
on. Oh yeah, like it was on the Creek.
The Moa reservation. Yeah,
it's in Alabama. I know what you're talking about. I think I went past by there a few times when I was on my way to Birmingham about a few years back.
Oh yeah, everybody's passed by Moa, man. It's in Mount Vernon, dude. But the cool thing about it, dude, was that the very first match of the night had a guy from AWA, Brandon, one of the Brilliant Inks guys, named Brandon. He's like basically the big 340-pound security guy. And he was like, yeah, I'm here, y'all. I'm gonna get my $250. Because that's what they're wrestling for $250. And the guy he was wrestling was Dan Delicious.
I thought you were gonna say Dan to Dad. I'm like,
no, dude.
Dan
Dan
Dad's
Delicious,
hilarious,
bro.
though. I haven't watched.
Dan Delicious. This dude came out wearing a robe with cowboy boots with hearts on them. His hair all faux hawked in like a thing. He had little rubies in the top of his hair. It was dyed pink. And this is a big dude, like big dude. And he was like rubbing all up on the referee. And the referee's like, come on, bro. I ain't down with that, bro. And then the dude that was wrestling Brandon's like, I got to wrestle that? Nah, I'm good. You can keep that 250, bro. And we were like, nah, man, wrestle that,
Adrian
man.
Adonis.
Kind of, dude. I mean, and the whole gimmick was basically, creepy, trying to, like push that vibe on you,
Gold dust.
Huh?
Try to get that gold dust look.
Kind of, man, but more cringy, dude.
More cringy?
Way more cringy, bro. Way more cringy. I'll tell you why. In the middle of the match, the guy had his arm like in an arm bar, and he put his finger in his mouth and started sucking on it. And the dude grabbed the rope and he's like, "Come on, man! Yeah, man, I'm gonna leave, bro. I'm gonna leave. I can't wrestle that." And the dude came to the ropes and said this out loud. He goes, "Man, I ain't trying to alarm you or nothing. I don't know where your fingers have been, but you might want to go get checked, bro." I was like, "What? What did he just say?" And me and Steve were like, "Oh my God, dude, this is insane." And then he kept on doing the butt grind with him, like, "Oh, baby, yes, a little to the right, a little to the left. Oh, yeah, baby." And dude was like, "Man, come on, bro. I can't
That's
do
like
this."
that's like Gold Dust Dusty or WWF Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah, dude.
It's like Gold Dust meets Effie.
Basically, yeah. Dude, I
Oh my
thought he was going to
God.
drop to his knees and go, I really did, dude. And if he would have, I would have died, dude. I would have been like, you know what? This dude deserves money. Like, this dude deserves money thrown at him right now. But he ended up winning the match, man. It was a really, really solid match. There was 5 matches on the card. There was a lot of people that were supposed to be there that couldn't make it.
What does you call
I
this?
get it. But the whole show as a whole, man, it was a solid roller coaster that went straight up. There was no letdown at all. The letdown was you left at 9:30 and it started at 7. So you get 2.5 hours of wrestling. I wouldn't complain at all, man. And I got to meet some of the guys and I got to talk about the podcast and this, that, and the other.
Mhm.
Dude, these guys were top-notch professionals the whole entire time. I honestly believe that their next show is going to be bigger and better than this one. And he was like, "Man, I had people do this and that." And I'm like, "Dude, you don't have to explain nothing to me, bro. I'm cool with it because I enjoyed every single second of it because of the fact that what you did here tonight transcended what anybody else is doing in Mobile County. I don't give a damn what anybody else says. I don't care because me and Steve watched it. Steve was like, "Dude, I can't really say nothing bad about this show." I was like, "There's nothing to say bad about it at all." The only thing I felt guilty of was they were tearing down and I didn't help. And I was like, "Damn, I should go in there and help these gentlemen." And I was like, "But I don't work for him and I don't know them like that. And I ain't trying to get to know them like that, like for real yet, until we expand some stuff and talk about some stuff." So, but these guys are top notch, some of the greatest professionals and that I've been around in a long time. But I'm not gonna sit here and take up too much more time talking about OWS because those guys deserve it, and to be there, that's what they deserve, man. They actually, dude, the whole show from beginning to end was great. The main event was Pharaoh versus the Pharaoh Funk versus Chris Black, hands down one of the greatest main events I've seen in a minute. Better than Mac Daddy does wrestling anybody, and I'm put that on anything. Because Chris Black can actually go. Just saying, Chris Black can actually wrestle. JL3, on the other hand, that man needs to be somewhere famous, bro. He can actually go. They called him the Stoner Champ. He walked out with a 420 belt with nothing but like pot leaves all over him, dude. I was like,
You're I have a feeling Matt Riddle would challenge him for that.
Yeah, I bet. But JO3
Or
could go
RVD.
too, man. He got beat by Rob, man. What is Rob's name in there? I don't want to call him outside of his wrestling gimmick. But yeah, that dude, man, him and JO3 had a fantastic match. And JO3's heel guy that he was facing was like, y'all need to stay away from my wife. I mean my cousin. Like he kept on saying that shit out loud. Like y'all wish y'all had a woman look like this. Y'all wish y'all had a woman look like this. And he's like, that's my wife. I mean my cousin. Y'all know y'all need to stay in your lane. Dude,
It's my cousin
it
wife.
was great, bro. Like I was like, me and Steve were like, dude, did he just say that? I was like, yo, dude, he said that. And he's like, bro, this is gold. I'm like, everything they did, every dumb gimmick they had actually wasn't dumb. It was actually really, really cool stereotypically. Because when you think of redneck Alabama, you think of cousin.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Think of incest, bro. I'm just gonna throw it out there. Think of incest,
I
bro.
also think there's certain parts of Mississippi as well.
Yeah, exactly, man. You know, but the thing about it was so well done, dude. Like, and me and Steve were like, bruh, they're doing this, and I'm like, yeah, they're doing this. This is good. This is good shit right here. And to be honest, man, there was nothing wrong with any of the matches that we watched at all. Period. Rika's match, he wrestled some dude. I can't remember. He brought a straight jacket out though. And then he threw it right in front of me and Steve, like, boom. I was like, this a straight jacket match? I was hoping, you know what I'm saying? I was like, a straight jacket match.
I've never. Last time I saw anyone, I have never seen a. Last time I saw a straight jacket match was like back in the ECW days.
Yeah, and I was hoping, right? But then I didn't realize who he was wrestling until the lights went out, and all of a sudden you see carnival lights, and you hear this carnival music, and you hear Rika's voice, "Welcome." I'm like, to the Barker, and I'm like,
So he's like,
oh fuck yeah!
So he's like a demented. So he's like Doink the Clown, except 10 times more demented.
But he's a face,
Okay.
and he's really good. Like I said, man, the kids
So
were
he's kind of
digging
a
it, dude.
tween in a ways if he's fucked up in the head.
Well, he
And
ain't
if they
fucked
have
up in the
love.
head. His whole gimmick is he's like the ringmaster kind of dude. Like he's the one that like, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the biggest show of all time. I am the Barker. I am the ringmaster of this circus you're into. You know, he is that guy. He's bringing people into the crowd, dude, like into the fold. And dude, the guy is.
I'd hate to be the person that called him a carny.
But he did wrestle for Juggalo Championship Wrestling, and he has
Fair
3
enough.
tattoos on his back, dude, that are ICP
So he
related.
is of the dark. So he learned this stuff of the Dark Carnival.
Yeah, and dude, he's a great talent, dude. And like I said, he's in the top 100 to watch this year, and I got to see him in person, and I wasn't disappointed at all. The only thing I can take away from the show that I was kind of like, it should have been longer. Steve really didn't care for the announcer. He was a kid though, man. Like he was a kid. Like you could tell that he was not really nervous, but you could tell that he was young. You know what I mean? Like he was getting into the fold of it and trying to get it going. But at the same token, it was like, and he sat down like 4 seats from us the whole entire show, except whenever he was needed to go to the back. And we had a woman referee. She kept looking over at us and stuff, and I was like, "Hey, how you doing?" You know, like I'm just here to watch the show. And at the end of the show, man, I walk up and introduce myself like verbatim, like, "Hey, man, thank you for letting us come here and watch this. It was amazing. Thank you so much." And they're like, "Oh yeah, you're the famous guy. You're the podcast guy." And I'm like, "Nope, time out. I'm not famous. I'm no, we ain't going that route. If anybody's famous here, it's y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all the ones who did a thing. Y'all the ones who put on a show. Y'all the ones who got the money for it. Y'all are the famous ones. I just happen to be here as a patron, and I loved it. And I can't wait for the next.
We're just here. We're just here for fun.
Yeah, exactly.
We're just fans. That's all we are.
Yeah, that's what I am, man. I'm a glorified mark, is what I am. That's what I consider myself. But
I've been called a smark.
A smart, yes. And I really don't want to continue on with the OWS. They know they got a lot of praise for me, and I'm hoping to talk to Virgil soon like I said to you guys, like, have him on here, talk about, me and him sit down, we'll talk about his life story or whatever he wants to tell. And then we'll go from there. And then the same way with Mr. Rainbow Warrior, if he wants to go in that direction, me and him will sit down and do that as well. And then all of us come together and listen to it and see if they're okay with let y'all listen to it, and then we'll post it and then react to it, on our show. Because that way, we all have a say in everything that goes on. And to be honest, what Virgil told me, bro, his story is almost a lot like mine. And dude, I was like blown away, man. I ain't gonna say too much about it, but dude, my hat's off to that dude. Like for real, like power,
Oh, yeah.
and for him to do what he's doing, it's awesome. But that's enough of that show.
Okay.
Now
Let's
it's
talk
into-
about what we know. Yesterday, we just had a passing of a wrestler, one
legend.
of the co-founders of the Four Horsemen, Ole
Ole
Anderson.
Ole
Yeah.
Anderson? Damn.
Yeah.
I thought he already passed away.
Nah,
No,
82 years old.
He died last night at 81. He was 81 years old when he
Oh,
passed
he's 81. I thought he was 82. My bad. But yeah,
81.
yeah, he passed away yesterday morning. It was sad, man.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he was also the voice behind the famous blunder on WCW with the dude.
He was also the first. He was also the first. He was also the first wrestler to be the angry "get the hell off my lawn" pro wrestler type as well. Because he was grumpy till the day he died.
Yeah, they said he was old school to beat old school, dude. Like he was old school, bro. Like he didn't throw no punches, bro. And him and his brother Gene, and Gene's another one, man. And hell, there was a meme going around on Facebook. It had Harley Race and Buzz and a couple other people in hell. And Dusty Rose said, "Man, you sure you're in the right place?" And Harley Race was like, "Bro, you belong down here with us." But Ole Anderson, dude, regardless of wherever he ended up, heaven or hell, bro, if you're religious like that, that dude was a phenomenal athlete. He was the one behind the great blunder of WCW, the dude with the mask. What was that dude called? The Storm?
Shockmaster.
The
Shockmaster. Yeah, he was the one behind the thing with the headphones on, and he was like,
he was wearing a stormtrooper helmet as well.
well, he wasn't a stormtrooper. He wasn't the guy wearing it. He was the guy doing the voice of it. That's who was doing the voice of Shockmaster.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was the voice of Shockmaster. True story, yes. Yeah, Barry Horowitz put that out there today. I read it and I was like,
I like how
man.
he felt. I like how the Shockmaster felt.
Very Horowitz.
I tagged. I have to say, I don't know what's worse, that or the or Bearcat, Keith Lee.
The Bearcat wasn't a failed gimmick, man. If you call that a failed gimmick, then Red Rooster was a failed gimmick. And Red Rooster wasn't a failed gimmick, in my opinion. It was just a terrible gimmick. Now, a failed gimmick was the Shockmaster. Because after that first big blunder, they had him continuously do the big blunders every single week. It was the biggest comedy gimmick that was known. I mean, it was god awful, but that's a failed gimmick.
Also, whatever Dustin Rhodes was supposed to be.
Oh, dude, that was god
WCW.
awful. What to do when he come in there and he's like floating on the thing with a cowboy hat and a solid silver face with red eyes?
7.
God, dude. That
Looking like Uncle Fester.
I know. He's like, see, y'all see this shit? They got me in.
Dude, on WCW, dude,
like
he
Uncle
was
Fester.
mad as fuck, dude. And then in TNA, dude, though, man, he even played that.
Oh
crazy
god,
stuff.
that was just horrible.
What was he known in there? What
Black
is something-
Rain.
Black Rain. That wasn't terrible though. I actually dug it, dude. Especially the killer matches he had with Red Rum or Relic.
He was the only thing was he was going through a lot of during that time, and
Yeah.
he has
dude,
talking about it. I don't blame him.
yeah, and I mean, a lot of people left that company to go to TNA because of that reason. I mean, hell, you had Perk Angle at the time. You had Booker T going through some drama in his life that showed up over there. You had Kevin Nash.
Hall.
Scott Hall, Macho
No,
Man.
went over there because of the plane ride from hell.
Exactly. Not only
Same with
him though,
Kurt
man.
Hennig.
Not only him though, man. Kurt Hennig showed up over there. I mean, dude, a lot of
Mhm.
guys showed up in TNA because of that shit, dude. You
Right.
had a lot of people. Help BG James, the Road Dogg, showed up over there. I mean, he was a
Billy
part of the
Gunn.
3 Live crew for a long time.
Mhm.
And then he made Voodoo Ken Mafia with Billy Gunn. Or I'm sorry, Billy James. But,
Yep.
Yeah,
you know,
it's really his
then they
Monty
went as
Kip
the
Scott.
James gang. Huh?
BG James and Monty Kip Scott.
And then they were known as the James gang between Billy
Dudley's.
Gunn and
Dudley's
I remember.
over there.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people. Team 3D. Then you had
Well,
Jeff
that
Hardy.
wasn't their fault. You know, it was basically John Laurinaitis that fucked them over and everything.
Well, I mean, Johnny. Hey, people power.
Johnny Ace fucked them over and everything.
Well, I mean, Johnny Ace done it to a lot of folks, bro. Let's just be real, man. Johnny Ace, in general, man, was a bad person. I mean, he should have never been in power to begin with, you know. And that's just my honest to God, truthful opinion about it. I mean, if you're gonna have someone like that in power, at least let him be a decent human being on top of actually having power. I was okay with it being anybody but John Laurinaitis. I think all the fans were too. I mean, I would have been okay with it being Teddy Long forever in 3 days. I would have been okay with it
Oh,
being
Teddy
freaking
Long would have
Vicky
killed
Guerrero.
it.
Dude, he was amazing. All right, player. I know tell you what you doing tonight. You taking on the Undertaker. How you like that? You know, I mean, that's what Teddy Long was known for. All right, player. You want to get down? You can get down with the Undertaker. Dig on that. And you're like, and everybody's in the ring like, I gotta fucking face the Undertaker? Fuck. Like it was never a good night.
Here's another thing
Oh
that
man, I don't want to wrestle him.
Well,
Shit.
here's another thing. Speaking of other things, here's the thing though. There's a lot of like a lot of people have been bitching about like a lot of people like a lot of the hardcore fans and the casual fans online have been going at each other's heads. Especially like especially the casual fans like who and everything. You know, the hardcore fans automatically think that they're just trolling us. You know.
Like I'm gonna say this, man. My buddy Ango, man. I call him my buddy. Me and him have talked very briefly here and there through passing and stuff with him checking his YouTube, awesome YouTube page. He does a bunch of rumors and analysis and rants and whatever, and he usually gets some secondhand from either Fightful, Boozer, or Uncle Dave, which that's needless to say. But he even said that he thinks WWE is giving I don't want to say like false rumors, but they're giving the dirt sheets the wrong information, and they're running with it.
Mhm.
I mean, thinking like the Okada thing. Josh, did you watch Elimination Chamber?
Yes, I did.
Okay, before I go any further, Phil, did you watch any of the Elimination Chamber?
No,
Okay, all right. Well, I'm gonna spoil something, Josh. You probably already called it a little bit of it. Um, they're giving false information that Okada is actually going to AEW. I mean, that's been Fightful Select, Uncle Dave, all the rumor mills is all Okada's AEW. Well, Okada put out an interview last Saturday that he wants to leave New Japan and doesn't want to return to New Japan to an actual interviewer. If he goes to AEW, he has that right to go back to New Japan. Correct me if I am wrong.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
True.
So
Yeah.
why
Yeah.
the fuck would he go to AEW after he put out that interview?
Ooh.
That's what I'm thinking.
All right, now at Elimination Chamber, Josh, did you hear anything that Corey Graves was saying?
I didn't catch it. What did he say?
All right, I'm gonna throw out some little context clues that you remember before CM Punk showed up. Talking about the best in the world, all this, that, and the other, weeks and weeks in advance of CM Punk showing up at Survivor Series. Remember that?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember weeks and weeks in advance before Cody Rhodes showed up at WrestleMania the first time as the American Nightmare? He threw out context clues. Remember that?
Actually, yeah,
Ah,
very vaguely, yeah.
okay. Well, and Perth. He said, wouldn't it be nice if the rain would just start, if someone made it just rain in here? They're like, make it rain.
That's one of Okada's quotes. I will make it rain.
Mm.
The only thing is,
When will he make his debut? I mean, usually he wants.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Mania sounds like a great place as any. If he doesn't show up at Revolution or Big Business for AEW, I guarantee you he's gonna make a huge presence known at WrestleMania.
to be honest, I don't want him to go WrestleMania. He just be, I don't know what the word for it is. He just be stifled over there.
Okay, and also here's another
the thing
thing.
is, the thing is that WWE doesn't really know how to book Japanese wrestlers, man.
Bullshit. Look at Io Sky. Look at Asuka.
Well,
Yeah, but at the same time, but a lot of guys have been. Well, no, except for
Kyrie Sane.
No, I'm talking about Shinsuke Nakamura.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you about the Shinsuke Nakamura, the Shinsuke Nakamura thing. That was all Vince. Triple H has been rectifying it very slowly.
Mm-hmm.
Very slowly, Triple H has been rectifying that situation. Correct me if I am fucking wrong. He's doing damage control on that situation. Probably as we
damage control all around the board, man.
Yeah.
At least he gave what you call it, Pete Dunne, his name back.
Yes. So you see what I'm saying? He's bringing things back to the fold that need to be rectified. And he's doing it slowly but surely.
It still has some of that Vince left. That's why I just don't trust it. The company.
Dude, and there's a big rumor that we already know Tama Tonga's showing up. We already know that. Going NXT.
Oh my god.
Tama Tonga?
Yeah.
NXT? Oh my god.
Why would they put him
better? Dude, he's better than most. Look at his age, man. That's what everybody's saying. Their age isn't in him. They're giving him NXT because of his age. Because he's so old that he's wrestled in New Japan for over 14 years. Literally 14 years, part of the Bullet Club in New Japan Pro Wrestling.
They even put I just saw the Good Brothers on in
NXT.
It's better than catering.
Dude, if you think about it, in all honesty, think about it like this, man. And this is just me saying this out loud.
Is like the NXT starting to become the Raiders? That's where all the retirement people go.
Man, you can say what you want about the Raiders. I'm gonna tell you this: that Super Bowl was fucking awesome. That stadium is fucking lit. I don't.
So basically, they're turning back. So basically, they're turning NXT back into its old glory days. They're
trying to. They're slowly building it back to the black and gold era, but they have to make all the pieces fit to that era. I mean, they're doing it slowly but surely. Hell, if you haven't noticed, they've been slowly progressing in that way. They just lost.
I haven't really watched NXT since they did that.
Well, they lost one of their head creative today.
Who?
Brian Manamana or Manamana, something like that. He was head creative, one of the head creatives of the NXT. Well, they just lost Jennifer Papelbon too from Raw. They lost her, and now they lost him. And she went to AEW right off the rip. Boom. She was gone. She went straight to AEW. And they're saying that he may go to AEW too. He finished up his last TV taping. When was it? Last week.
They actually improved on the storylines last week, from what I've seen.
Dude, NXT is improving crazily, dude. It's
AEW's improved on the storyline for what I've seen last week as well.
Dude, WWE has great storylines. Their wrestling has improved. Everything around in general has improved as a whole on WWE. Mm-hmm. The only knock I have to say about Elimination Chamber, it should have been fucking longer. Not longer as in saying like longer show. It should have had more matches. There should have been at least 2 more matches. I mean, I get the tag team title match where we had Dom interfering and they had to shut the fucking cameras off for like almost a minute because the whole crowd at Perth wanted to kill Dominic Mysterio. I get it. That's how you draw massive heat. He has nuclear heat, honestly. He's nuclear. And then on top of that, you have everybody wanting to have Tiffany Stratton win the women's Elimination Chamber match.
And they thought Becky was overrated. That's why they booed her.
dude, but they booed everybody from Europe. Everybody they booed the catch wrestlers, the tag team of Pete Dunne and what's his face?
Yeah.
Yeah, they booed the shit out of them. Booed the fucking shit out of them. Cheered Damian Priest and cheered Finn Balor, but booed the shit out of those guys. I was like, wow, they cheered for the heels more than they cheered for the face. They cheered for Mommy. They cheered for
that's their national hero right there.
oh yeah, bro. I mean, dude, Mommy could do no wrong. They cheered Indy Hartwell, which she's from Australia as well, and they end up losing to the Kabuki Warriors on the kickoff show, which I was like, man, okay, I get it. I mean, the Kabuki Warriors just won the tag team titles. Yeah, you don't want to take them off of them just yet. I get it. WrestleMania is right around the corner.
I don't think
Yankee
they should have been the
stinking.
kickoff show, though, at least.
They
They're way better.
They are. I mean, seriously though, man. I mean, you only had 5 matches on the whole card, and the 2 matches. Well, let me phrase that. You had 3 matches on the main card, and you had a Grayson Waller segment.
Yeah.
And that was disappointing as fuck. Well, Cody Rhodes dropped a pipe bomb on The Rock. He wants to face Rock whenever, wherever. I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Cool. Next.
No, I'll give it. It was a solid show. They actually put on a good, solid, decent show.
It was like I said, the only knock I have, and that's me nitpicking, it should have been more.
Yeah. Yeah, they could have did without the interview section. They could have had another match in between that.
Yeah, they really could. I mean, why not have Seth Rollins?
They could have had a legend come out and had a squash match.
Very much.
The last thing I want to see in WWE is more squash matches.
True story, Vitamin J, Big Country, very, very true. Very first match on Raw, main event. First match on SmackDown, main event. And a buddy of ours, Kelly, said that he thinks that Grayson Waller is he's a little overrated. And I agree with him. He says he's like a glorified Miz. I can see that, the Grayson Waller effect. I can kind of see it. The difference between Grayson Waller and the Miz, in my opinion, Miz is way better. He's seasoned. He's a veteran.
Yeah.
Grayson Waller will be that guy eventually, but he's well loved in the locker room, unlike the Miz was whenever he first started.
Oh God, he
had that arrogance.
Yeah, and they say that Grayson's a great locker room person. Like, he's great to be around. Like, he's always wanting to get along and asking people what's going on and where. Hey man, where you going, mate? Like, let's ride, let's do things. And he learns from
he learns how to treat everyone in the locker room. Well, plus it's a different locker room now. It's the locker's full of millennials now.
Well, I mean, okay, if that's the case, then why did Enzo get a lot of heat?
Because Enzo's an arrogant little prick.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
you know how to push them buttons,
dude. He
know how to resonate with people too.
But look at Austin Theory. Austin Theory, in my opinion, like Kelly said, the reason why he's not getting the rub, so to speak, because he was Vince's guy. That was Vince's boy, and the fans don't like that because of what Vince did or the allegations against Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
I can see that, but you also
I hate to say it, but Vince really fucked over. Really did. That is not helping Austin Theory's career at all. He's not a bad guy, because I actually watched a documentary of him and Darby Allin back when they were in Evolve.
Dude, that was a great fucking documentary. I seen that as well. And Darby got hurt, and then you had Austin Theory doing a lot of. He has
apparently,
a younger brother.
Apparently, straight edge. The reason why, because of his father too. He has the same story like Darby Allin did and CM Punk did.
And his mom like basically took him to every show, and like he had like a younger, like not even, I think it was a younger brother or a young friend who was not disabled but had disabilities, and he took him to every show with him.
Austin's really, it just showed how down to earth Austin really is, and non-kayfabe. He's not some arrogant prick. He's actually a pretty decent guy.
Yeah, he really is. He just plays that character because it's a character on television, and people need to understand there's a difference. and that's just my opinion on it. I think Austin Theory as a whole is a great guy. He reminds me of a boy band reject. I mean, look at him. Look in the face, dude. Don't it remind you of something that belonged on Backstreet Boys or NSYNC? And then they're like, dude, you're too pretty. You got to kick you out. You can't sing. You got to go.
You make us look bad, so fuck off.
Yeah, go learn something else. And I see them actually going towards the Grayson Waller versus Austin Theory and turning Austin Theory face. I see that coming. And I think that is great.
So what do you guys think? Here's another one. So what do you guys think of Sting retiring his final match this Sunday?
I'm gonna let y'all talk about that because I have some interesting notes on this. So yeah, Josh, what is your idea on Sting's final match?
Well, honestly, it's got to be a tag match, obviously, because he's old. I mean, you could see the age in him. Was it Darby's carrying him a lot, but but he ain't no slouch. He's still running there. So, but
he still has some gas.
The Young Bucks, man, he's got to go out with the Young Bucks because they're going to drop the titles. They're going to drop the titles.
I have my point. I have my ideas. All right, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
It's like he's been undefeated this whole entire time. I think what it is that the Sting is gonna let the Bucks get the pin on him.
He's gonna put the Bucks over.
Give him that rub. On the way out.
That's his way of saying thank you for letting me go out on my own career. Basically, that's the way of saying thank you.
Yeah.
Do you think that's the same way, Phil? You think all this is legit? You think that's how it's going to go down?
Yeah,
pretty much. I pretty much, he's gonna this is his way of saying thank you to, for letting him go out on his own way,
Yeah.
All right. So this is my idea, and I could be totally wrong on this, and I hope I am, but I don't think he's retiring.
Dead silent.
Can I tell you why?
Why?
The last promo he did last Wednesday night, it didn't sound like he was retiring. It didn't have the man, this is my last match feel to it. It more or less had the you fucked with my family. You made this personal.
I think what I'm thinking, because I remember I seen that and I was like, I wonder if his sons are going to get in the ring. I wonder if his sons will make it. Look at his sons, and they're all jacked.
Dude, they're both jacked people, man. They're huge kids, man. Like I looked at that dude and I was like, dude, that kid plays baseball. Then the other kid, I was like, that dude lifts weights way too fucking much in his off time.
Yeah,
like, way too much.
And they were doing a bunch of selling when they were getting attacked too. And I'm like, ooh.
And they bled.
Oh yeah. Ooh, so I wonder, are they going to be called the Stingers?
I don't know, man.
There are little stingers.
But the thing is, the way I'm looking at it, this is my personal opinion. I was
going to tell you, I was also a little stinger when I was 12. When I was a kid, when I was 12 years old, I went as Wolfpack Sting for Halloween.
Oh, dude, everybody was a stinger at one time, man. I was a Sting. Oh, I mean, everybody did this Sting howl, man. It wasn't a woo, it was a oh.
Yeah, I got a shirt upstairs with Sting on it.
I love putting people in the Scorpion Deathlock,
which is basically a modified version of the
Sharpshooter.
And who came out with it first, Sting or Hart? Sting. Sting was doing it. Sting was doing it 2 or 3 years before Bret Hart was. That was Sting's finishing maneuver for a long time in the 90s. Was the Scorpion Deathlock, and then in the mid to late 90s, he turned into the Scorpion Death Drop, as known as the Crow gimmick. He
evolved his DDT.
Tony and taught Bret the sharpshooter. No, he didn't. I love
Sting
that though.
Hart never faced, did they?
Huh?
Oh yeah, Christopher
Sting and Hart never faced it. Was facing the match, have they?
I think they have interviewed Disco, for what I heard.
Bret admitted it. I had to see that one, bro. I really don't think that's true, man. Because in the '90s, in 1994 or 1993, right before the Attitude Era, at the very end of the era of Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart was using the sharpshooter as a finisher because then that's when he was known as the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. And the only way Bret ever admitted that was probably on WCW television. True story, bro.
I think my buddy's right. I think I remember hearing a video. It's like they brought it up. It was like, who came with the sharpshooter? You or Sting? And I think he even admitted it as Sting came up with it.
Yeah, Sting came up with it, but he's saying that Conan taught Bret Hart the sharpshooter.
I don't know how, because
it's a YouTube
Conan,
link.
I never even heard of Conan and Bret Hart going at it.
But no, he dropped the YouTube link. I don't want to go to that yet. I will check that out after the podcast because I'm kind of interested in that. That's kind of cool. If that's legit, that's really neat. And I would love to get Bret Hart's take on that. That him actually admitting that on an actual honesty, dude. If that's legit, that's legit. So I know I've seen the link. I hear you, but this is my idea of what's going to happen at Revolution, and I mean, it has to be the main event, right?
Mm-hmm.
Think it has to be the main event, or you think the triple threat, or now it may just be a one-on-one match because Heyman may not be able to make the show.
Yeah, so, I don't think the Sting's retirement match is going to be the main event. That's nah. I think Samoa. I think the championship match should be the main event. That's going to be the banger match right there.
Okay, all right.
With,
so
with the Hangman Strickland and Samoa Joe. Yeah.
Well, they're saying that they're actually saying that Hangman may not make the show.
Oh yeah, I heard about it. Was because of the ankle injury he got at last week's Dynamite.
Yeah, because I was watching that, I was like, "Ooh, he legitimately hurt himself."
Yeah,
I was watching that.
I would definitely like to see more in Dynamite and Dalton Castle.
All right, speaking of Dalton Castle, tomorrow, Thursday night, he's facing Johnny TV for the boys. Whoever wins gets to keep the boys.
Boys.
So this is my opinion on that as well. Johnny TV is going to win, have control of the boys until Super Card of Honor. Mm-hmm. And then they're going to have a fight. And it's going to be a fight without honor for control back of the boys. And that's whenever Dalton Castle beats the living holy hell out of Johnny TV.
Oh.
That's all I'm going to say.
Johnny TV is going to put him over. Like, I have to say, though, I love the work that Johnny's doing over in Ring of Honor. I mean, he's a great wrestler. I mean, I think he should have got fired.
Oh man, he should have never been in Future Endeavored, and he knew it was coming because they already let his wife go, and they weren't really using him and the Miz together as a tag team, and they were trying to like separate.
He's basically all he was like Vince. I think we should let them be just the Miz's stooge.
It was terrible, man.
Yeah,
he should have never been the Miz's stooge. I mean, he's a great wrestler.
Well, that's what they did. That's what they did to what's his name? Malachi. They let go of his wife, bring the wife back, but fire him.
Well, he was already gone. He was already in AEW whenever she was let go, and then she was out.
No.
Yeah, they brought her back, and a week later they fired him.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
That's fucking god awful. I never got I never understood that whole bullshit they were doing during COVID, man. I didn't get it, and I'm glad that most of them went over to AEW, including Andrade. Speaking of Andrade, he hasn't been on TV since Royal Rumble.
Yeah, he was on. He's on the Smack. No, he's on Raw.
Mm-hmm. He wasn't on there last.
He on the Raw roster, I think.
He went on there last. He wanted to go back to be with Charlotte. Mm-hmm. He thought that Papa H would help him.
I mean, dude, I love Andrade. I think he's doing what's best for money wise. I get it, 100%. He's going there to making a paycheck, living life, the great life.
Yeah.
And I agree with that. I think that's awesome. But like your buddy said, Khan's made a post that Hangman is going to address his injury tomorrow. What do y'all feel about the Young Bucks changing their actual finisher to the Tony Khan driver?
That's hilarious.
So it's not the Meltzer, so it's the Tony Khan driver.
What else can he? They're doing anything they can to get heat, dude. I mean, legit heat, and it's working.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually working.
Oh yeah.
Well,
this hour, it's a little late now. They should have done that when they had the real heat.
I agree. Josh, check your phone. Big Country said.
All right.
Speaking of which, this hour is ended. I'm going to stop this hour here, and we'll continue on in 1 second. Is that cool?
All right, I'm gonna give you something to drink.
Yeah, go get you something to drink. You deserve it, thirsty guy. God almighty.
All right, so okay, well, wait till I get back. Okay. Yeah, I still got to pick up my tickets for that Windy City riot.
Dude, whenever we start this next one, bro, I got some news to talk about from this weekend of wrestling. Oh my god, dude, I watched every show. Every damn show this past weekend, dude.
The only thing I didn't catch was GCW.
So I also
dude, you missed a hell of a banger, bro.
Did you guys hear where TNA is going?
Yeah, Full Sail. Hey, hold on before you start.
We'll get to that in a second.
Yeah, before you start talking and just what the hell?
All right.
Where'd he go? Can you hear us, Phil? Okay, you're good. All right. So I'm gonna start this hour before you start speaking and destroying things. Hold on a damn minute. All right, so Phil, let us all in on the TNA thing, bro.
Well, apparently we all know that that Anthem fucked over Scott D'Amore, but they're also thinking about going to Full Sail University, the original home of NXT.
Why though, Phil? Why? Tell us why.
Because they don't think they can make sell out a bigger bigger arenas.
Also, on that same note, they're doing that for a reason. They're doing the Full Sail to do live weekly shows. Don't know what date it's going to be on yet. They haven't announced what date it's going to be on, but it may not happen this year. But they're saying in the near future, which could be 2025. And if it is this year, it's going to be on the very tail end of this year, in my opinion. What I'm thinking is maybe around November, right before or right after Survivor Series in WWE.
I think they could do it though. I think they could sell out a small arena or something. Start small. Before they go big.
Dude, man, they can't even sell out a bingo hall, man.
Dude, they sold out for not No Surrender, but the other one. What was it? Time to Kill or something like that.
Yeah.
They sold out that arena, dude. And that was like 10,000 seats in January. And here's a fun fact / rumor. Do you remember Scott D'Amore making a big announcement before he was let go?
Yeah.
There's somebody coming that hasn't been here yet. We're signing a big name, a big player.
Sheamus?
This is what I'm thinking. This happened in January, late December, early January, when he made this announcement. And at Hard to Kill, you got a lot of people coming out of the woodwork. You had Dana Brooks show up, Nick Namath show up, you had the Grizzled Young Veterans show up, you had a bunch of people from UK show up, but all of those names right there wasn't a big player.
Yeah.
Could it have been Okada?
Could be.
They just put the title on Mustafa Ali.
Well, that's the
I could definitely see Okada. I'd like to see Okada be TNA World Champion. That would
Dude,
be
I would love to see
SXT.
him take on Moose.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
but that would have been under Scott D'Amore's direction. Now we don't even know who's pulling the strings in the back now.
Oh, we do. We know who the guy is, and we know that everybody in creative is still in creative. Even Tommy Dreamer has even said that none of the creative people have left, and they're all still the same people that they were. Everybody's still in place. The only person that has ever been left the company is Scott D'Amore. And it could be Hammerstone, but Hammerstone isn't a major player. I'm thinking major player. I'm thinking someone that's going to change the game. And the
like
only one that
Okada.
can change Okada. That is the only name that comes to my mind. That's the only name that I can only think of
Yeah,
is
I wouldn't
Okada.
mind Okada going to TNA. I think he would change the game for TNA.
It would change the landscape of a lot of things. It would make TNA an actual viable player in the grand scheme of things. Even if they go to a live weekly show, holy shit! Because now you have WWE 3 nights a week, AEW 2 nights a week, and then you have TNA 1 night a week. That will change the landscape of everything. And you can put it on your own network, which is Access Television, and you can put it any night you want to, including Monday night,
I have
Tuesday night,
access television
Wednesday night,
on
Thursday night,
like
Friday
on
night.
that like this app that my mom and I use for cable.
Yeah, it's too
Sling,
much
yeah,
wrestling.
Sling TV, yeah.
Even though if it is too much wrestling, big country, you got to think about it like this, brother. WWE owns the actual, I call it the real estate and the professional wrestling landmark. Basically, they have all the prime real estate. You have Monday, you have Tuesday, you have Friday, and then you have a pay per view once a month. That is prime real estate that they own, and all three of those shows are on either Fox right now and USA. Coming next year, everything gets switched over, and the landscape of things changes broadly.
I
You have
know
AE,
Raw's going to Netflix and SmackDown's going to USA.
and CW or the CW gets NXT, which is fucking crazy.
yeah.
But AEW's on 3 nights a week. Also, I agree, but they're only taped. They only have 2 live shows right now, and sometimes Rampage is taped. It's very rarely it's taped. Very rarely it's live.
Well,
Most
and
of
they
the time,
got Ring of
Rampage
Honor
is taped.
too, so you got to throw in Ring of Honor with that too.
Well,
So
that's streamed,
Ring of Honor is
so
always taped.
it's on
Ring of Honor
Club.
is always
So
taped.
I do watch Honor Club though. I like Honor because you have a lot of good history. The reason I got Honor Club, well, because a lot of great past matches are on there. You got like
Yeah.
matches with El Generico, Kevin Steen,
Yes.
the Briscoes.
Yes.
Reach for the sky, boys.
Mhm.
All right. So before you go into like a whole Ring of Honor legacy talk here, well, let's jump back into the present for a minute.
Okay.
We had this past weekend. We had not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, but 6 different shows that were on prime television. And what I mean by prime television, I'm talking we had it on. We had Peacock, which is the Elimination Chamber,
Yeah.
Triller TV, because of
GCW.
well, that too, but because of TNA, No Surrender. And you also had GCW, BLP, VXS, and dude, that's a lot of shows right there. How many
You
is that?
also had
3,
New
4,
Japan
5?
World.
And New Japan had one as well. That's 6 different shows, man.
Yeah, they had their new beginning,
There's a lot
new
of
beginning and
wrestling.
everything, and
Yeah.
And AEW's
Collision.
collision and
Holy shit, dude.
So, what do you guys think of Matt Riddle beating Tanahashi for the World Television Championship?
I'll give you my opinion in a minute. Go ahead, Josh. Give him your opinion on Matt Riddle winning the New Japan Pro Wrestling television title.
World Television.
didn't see it. What was at least a decent match.
It was
about
hard call.
usually their matches are like 15 minutes for the match in there, but you can watch it on YouTube for free if you want to check it out.
It was actually a decent match. It was a 10-minute. Actually, the actual television titles matches are 10 minutes or less.
They're 15 minutes. It's the title is 15 minutes.
Oh yeah, that's right, 15. And if it ain't for the title at that time, it's just like an actual chase to be for the title. I think it's like 10
Mhm.
minutes or something, whatever. But yeah, so yeah, 15-minute match. It didn't go all 15 minutes either, though. It went close to the 15-minute mark, but it didn't go the 15-minute mark.
But it was a pretty good match, and also was surprised when Nick Nemeth defeated David Finlay for the
U.S. title.
the IWGP Global Heavyweight
Global
Championship.
championship.
This is all right. Before Josh gives his take on this, I'll give my take. All right, David Finlay losing that title to Nick Nemeth and him taking it back to TNA is a great thing to happen because now we know that's going to be a traveling championship. Correct me if I'm
Mhm.
wrong, because he can now defend it in GCW and TNA and
Yep.
any other indie company that seems fit to have him there on their show.
Or even AEW as well.
But he's under contract to TNA, and that could be a very,
yeah.
very, very gray area. And I'll talk about that gray area in a minute because now we have Matt Riddle, who also took the TV title from Tanahashi, who is the president of New Japan, and taking it back to MLW. This is the crazy part. MLW is almost in the same landscape as TNA because they have the same partnership with AAA. And they also have the same partnership with New Japan. The only thing they don't have a partnership with is CMLL. AEW is the only one that has a partnership right now with CMLL and New Japan.
Mm-hmm.
So this is my take on this, and this is a stupid take. I know it is. It's like a hot take or whatever you want to call it. Matt Riddle is going to defend that title, Forbidden Door, in Japan.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Now that's not that's just me talking. That's just me bullshitting here. That's me having a hot take. That's me ranting. That's not a rumor. That's not speculation or anything. This is what I wish to happen. Matt Riddle defends that against Bryan Danielson.
That'd be an interesting match right there. Matt Riddle versus Bryan
Now-
Danielson. I would love to see that.
Forbidden Door in Japan. Now, the other thing with Nick Nemeth, having it in TNA, defeating all these other people for that global heavyweight title, we all know it was the U.S. title originally, or the UK title, whatever you want to call it, but now it's called the global heavyweight title.
Mm-hmm.
Nick Nemeth taking that title to AAA and defending it against El Hijo del Vikingo.
Ooh.
That I want to see.
Ooh, that'll be a banger. He hasn't been on TV for a while, too. Yeah, that'd be a banger of a match right there.
And it'd be that title versus the AAA Mega title. Whoever wins both titles.
Ooh.
You think New Japan will let that happen?
Vikingo's been defending that title too.
Yeah, you think New Japan will let Nick Nemeth lose that title to El Hijo? These right here is speculation. This is just me fantasy booking.
That is
Fantasy
some big
booking.
speculation.
Very fantasy booking. This isn't, like I said, this isn't rumor. This isn't speculation. This is what I wish to happen. Will it happen? We shall see.
Well, the only thing is the stopping that from happening is that AAA and CMLL, they do not get it along.
And that's the crazy thing, right? All right. I'm gonna tell you how I feel about that. It's just like AEW and WWE. I almost said Triple H, because Triple H wants to work with everybody. He really has said he wants to work with everybody. True story. I believe the man when he said it, because if that was a lie, then why is he trying to work really, really hard on making TNA a viable company during Royal Rumble?
Yeah, apparently he always bashes AEW though.
But it ain't because he's doing it on purpose. Tony Khan can't stay away from fucking social media. Dude, I love AEW more than anybody in this world. I think AEW is a great company. I think Tony Khan is his own worst enemy when it comes to Twitter. The man can't stay away from, as soon as someone says they're like, dude, a lot of the fans said, oh, I wonder what Tony's going to say after they found out that, Triple H won Booker of the Year this year from
He didn't say nothing.
Dude, he was quiet. A lot of the fans were laughing about it and talking bad about it. And I'm sitting there going, Tony Khan actually took a back seat for a change. He's actually being respectful and not going after the heads or going after fans for talking shit. Which
He
is a
even
great
didn't
thing.
he didn't even say anything about the allegations against Vince McMahon. He basically was respectable about it.
Dude, like I said, like I've said before, Tony Khan is his own worst enemy. You know that as well
He's
as I
actually
do.
he's actually improving after what happened in his Twitter rants. He's chilling out a little bit more. He's learning from his lessons.
Yeah, and I love that. I love that. I can respect that. But that's my whole ordeal is can there be a truce between WWE and AEW?
Who
I,
knows?
you know what? It's like it's gonna take time. It's like right now you got everybody's trying to clean up the Vince McMahon mess.
Well, it ain't everybody. That's a WWE thing, okay? And WWE
WWE's
has
just trying to get. I
but
think WWE's just trying to
I
get
would
rid of
say
that TKO is trying to get rid of the Vince McMahon stink. And
with
it's
Brock
left on
Lesnar.
WWE. It's going to take years of damage control to fix
yeah.
that company.
Then once the dust settles, I think once Triple H gets Triple A get that car towed. Once Triple H gets everything rolling steam, I think then maybe we'll see an ultimate Forbidden Door.
I think the ultimate forbidden door, in my opinion, the WWE needs to mend fences with MLW as well, in my opinion.
Yeah.
They really do. And
I noticed that WWE has backed off of MLW.
well, I mean, they had to give them a lot of money, dude. They had to give them a lot of fucking money. MLW has upped their production because of that. They really have, and I think that's awesome. Yeah, I know. And your buddy said that Khan added a meaty man match to the Revolution, Wardlow versus Hobbs versus Archer, which is very very true.
Oh,
And
meat.
Meat.
yeah, the meaty
Meat
man match,
Mania.
Meat Mania, yeah. And they need to add Miro. Miro had some of the best promos out there. I think he's biding his time.
I like when the fans were chanting "meat." It's just hilarious.
Well, and like Ango was said too, though, man. Ango even said the fact that uh, the AEW Tony Khan is going after memes and quick what is the word? Quick gratification. He only reason Archer is there to take the pin because I know Wardlow just one of the best promos out of there last week, and he ain't taking a pin. And Hobbs is on the hot
I'm
streak.
tired of Wardlow. I'm tired of like Archer just taking the pin. He's a great wrestler.
Oh, dude, him and Alex Zane from Monster Sauce gave a hell of a match at the GCW show against for Violence is Forever.
Dude,
Holy
I've watched
fuck.
them kick ass in the World Tag League last year in New Japan Pro Wrestling. They were awesome.
Dude, they're great. They're great talents. And Alex Zane, man, dude, that guy
I
is
loved it when
talented as shit.
Lance Archer always beats up the young lions.
Throws him around. He does an AEW too, man. He's a freaking murder
young
hawk.
lions, but he always when he tells the people to shut up.
Yeah, I love it, dude. And there's also been reports of a lot of people coming out for Sting's last match, and there's supposed to be a lot of legends in attendance. Kevin Nash said he ain't going to attend. He's just not. Even if he wasn't under a Legends contract, he couldn't be there because he doesn't agree with a lot of the AEW stuff. That's his opinion.
What it is? Yeah, I heard. I heard that interview is like basically Triple H is his friend, so he doesn't want to disrespect his friend and show up on the competition's show.
Yeah, he said he don't want to be that guy that had oh look, there's Kevin Nash there. He don't want that to happen.
All Elite, yeah,
the All Elite logo up under him. He said, it ain't nothing against anybody. He goes, I just don't want to be there. And I can't do that to my friend. X-Pac has said neither he's going to be there or he won't be there. Also, Lex Luger has said the same thing. Arn Anderson has said the same thing. There's a lot of these legends that have said that they're going to be there. One of them being Ric Flair, of course. We all know he's going to be there. Jake the Snake Roberts will be there. Well, he's under contract at AEW. He should be there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm drooling. Shit.
I don't know if Lex Luger would be in attendance. I mean, I don't think he wants too many photographs with him and being in a wheelchair and all that.
Well, from what I understood, he can walk now, but he needs a lot of help. But and nothing against any of these legends that show up for Sting. And Sting's in his late 60s, man.
Early
And
60s.
he's 66,
Four.
65?
No, he's 64.
Are you 100% sure?
Let me check it up.
Yeah, Google.
Google.
I got tablet. And we are Googling.
Who gets the first?
All right. He's 64.
Oh, okay.
March 20th, 1959. He'll be 65 in March 20th. Hard to believe that.
Yeah, damn. I thought he'd be a little bit older.
Oh,
yeah.
That was crazy though. What do you think's gonna happen when Ric Flair was in the office with the Bucks?
He was exercising his whatchamacallit? He was exercising other options.
Mm.
That's what he said.
Woo!
What
Woo!
I actually, you know what? This is what I see playing out. Now I think about it. Now Ric Flair's in there. I say he's going to interfere in the match.
He's the dirtiest
and
player in the
he's
game.
going to turn his back on Sting.
He was going to do something crazy. I mean,
he's going to turn his back on Sting, hit Sting with that low blow. Then the Bucks and the Bucks do the what is it? The Tony Khan driver on him or whatever.
Yeah, the PKD.
Or yeah, do that, and then they're going to win the titles.
Beat the was it that beat the elites down the EVP.
The Huahanahas?
EVP trigger. There you go.
God almighty. Call them by their God-given names for fuck's sake, Nicholas and Matthew Jackson.
The EVP trigger.
There you go.
EVP trigger. Yeah. God
He's no longer the BTE trigger.
Yeah, it's the EVP trigger. Yeah. Dude, they've done a lot of cool things, man. A lot of cool things. And,
like
they get
the whole repackaging.
Yeah, but like I said, that repackaging came too late to me.
No, it came just at the right time because I'm gonna tell you why.
They even gave Tony Schiavone a gift card as an apology.
Yeah, I don't think it came too soon or too late because they were suspended for 3/4 of 2022.
Yeah, no shit.
In 2023, they were trying to stay away from all the drama with CM Punk. And they didn't want to go and do this whenever he was part of the company because that would look like a stink eye to CM Punk, and it would have. And you can honestly attest to that. That would have made CM Punk even pissy. It have made him really, really, really mad.
Yeah.
So the way they're doing it now is smart because you have Punk over there making fun of AEW lightly, and then Harley Race
Wardlow made fun of Punk too.
A lot of people
calling him fragile and injury prone because of him.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. And then Drew McIntyre even took it like leaps and bounds further, dude, and it's hilarious. What Drew McIntyre is doing on WWE television is some of his best work he's ever fucking done.
You know what's crazy? He still hasn't signed.
What?
He still hasn't re-signed.
From what I've read, he has re-signed with the company several months ago, but it was a small extension. It wasn't like a long extension. I heard it's like 6 months, 7 months. I think it's long enough for Punk to come back and take the title from him. And that's what I've heard. But everybody that has reported saying, "Oh yeah, man, he's re-signed with the company." I didn't hear him re-sign with the company. I heard he took an extension for CM Punk to come back because he wants to wrestle CM Punk. and to have that whole heat / whatever squashed. And I think that's legitimately the best way to go. I don't know if that, and we will never know if that's true until after that match. And if he retains, then we know it's all what I said. It was an extension. But if he does retain that title, then we know it was he resigned with a motherfucking company.
Oh, speaking of
But
which, we also have a New Japan Cup coming up, and Jack Perry has entered the tournament.
yes, and now his gimmick change and everything that he's done lately.
I love it.
Wow, wow, dude, he deserves an Oscar award winning freaking acting
That
freaking
promo he
trophy for that.
did, calling himself
Really?
the scapegoat. He's no
Yeah,
longer the
dude,
Jungle Boy. He's the scapegoat now.
he's the scapegoat Jack Perry, dude.
Yeah, how's his promos going in Japan right now?
Very good.
Pretty good. He basically saying I was like he basically was talking to Shota Umino. He's like the new like the future of the company. He's basically the future of like Tanahashi and everything. And
Mm-hmm.
he says I was like you once, young, naive. In fact, they're around the same age. Umino and
Yeah,
Jack Perry are.
and
I think his
to
dad
me,
would be. I think his dad would be proud of him.
yeah. And me and you were talking. Remember a couple weeks ago, Phil? You asked me who would be the next guy to take another spot there. Like who would be another face to like replace another face? Jack Perry. He's going to be that guy.
Hmm.
If they keep doing the way they're doing with Jack Perry in New Japan, he's going to be that guy.
Oh
And,
yeah.
and New Japan has used him the most greatest way they could. They're using his storyline with AEW / WWE as well because he has beef with CM Punk and he goes by the scapegoat because AEW let him go,
Mm-hmm.
but they really didn't. He's still part of AEW
Ish, but
ish.
I thought it was pretty cool when he ripped his contract right in the middle of the ring. Though that was pretty
Yeah,
badass.
like I
Yeah.
said though, man, it's his freaking his stock has skyrocketed since then.
His, I mean, he's proven Eric Bischoff wrong, saying he should just quit and
Dude,
everything.
he's proven Vince Russo, Eric Bischoff, anybody else out there that said they hell, he even proved me wrong, okay? He's made me a doubter, okay? That's
He,
fucked up, man. Jack Perry comes back to AEW and he's forced to be in a submissive relationship with Nyla Rose. That's fucked up, man.
oh
Come on,
come
bro.
on,
Come on,
dude.
bro. Come on, man. That's a little much, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. That's a little much. But in all seriousness, though, man, Jack Perry has taken this role of his quote unquote misfortune and turned it into fucking like I don't know caviar, man. I ain't calling chicken shit into chicken salad because no, he's turned it into fucking caviar because
Dun, 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 dun,
every
dun.
time that he is on the microphone or on the spotlight in New Japan,
Mm-hmm.
everybody's fucking watching.
You
Everybody's
know, it'd be
tuned in to
funny
what
though
he's gonna say.
if he did get a T-shirt that said "Cry Me a River." That would piss
I
off a
mean,
lot of WWE, especially the Punk fans.
Yeah.
dude, he's pissed off more people in the past 2 months than
I
he's
always,
ever pissed
I
off.
pissed off a lot. I pissed off a lot of people when they complain about everything. I said, "Oh, cry me a river." And took the quote with Jack Perry on it. And cry me. It just, I got blocked for that.
Oh yeah, I mean, dude, a lot of people disagree with us about the Jack Perry situation. I mean,
Fuck
Eric
them.
Bischoff has literally went back and said, maybe I overreacted whenever I said he should quit. He even said that, like maybe I should have, not have said that those exact words. Maybe I should have said he needed to change his direction.
Which
Oh, he
yeah.
changed his direction. All right, he went. He went to a full 720.
Uh-huh. I
Yeah,
think what it is, I think he finally learned his lesson. Is like you need to be respectful back there. Like fucking start listening. And that's
well,
probably why now he did a whole total 360.
well,
Because honestly, he should. He's lucky he never got a fucking a worldwide ban on his career.
he didn't do a Patrick Clark, okay? He didn't go out there after he got released and do a lot of cocaine and get arrested by the cops and all that shit. He didn't do
No.
that route.
He's not Velveteen Dream.
No, by far, dude. And I'm gonna be honest about the Velveteen Dream. And I know we talked about it a little bit last week, but dude, there is a lot of hate for that man. And they're not saying it's about the allegations. They're saying because he got arrested twice for drug use. And I'm like, bro,
You know how
how many
many
times
wrestlers got arrested for drug use?
Jeff Hardy's been arrested how many times? How many times has Jeff Hardy been arrested?
How many
Come on,
times has
man.
Scott Hall been arrested?
How many times did New Jack get arrested for drug use?
Usos.
A lot.
Well,
Also,
the Usos,
the mass
man.
transit incident.
Okay, then what about RVD, bro?
Sabu.
Taboo. I remember that night I remember that when I read it. I was like, oh fuck.
What? Oh, here's a big one. Y'all ready for this one? What about Randy fucking Orton?
Oh yeah.
And Kurt Angle, he got arrested.
Yeah, Kurt Angle got arrested big time. But do you see my? I mean, if you're going to hold something accountable, and you can't prove the allegations, so you have to go with this over this and this and this. Dude, come on, man. I mean,
Remember when Big Show got arrested for showing his big?
I don't know if he got arrested for his Big Show or not, but yeah, Seth Rollins has been arrested. Austin Aries has been arrested.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Dude, he got arrested for domestic violence, and he's in the Hall of Fame.
arrested for battery. Shit.
Yeah,
and
he's in the Hall
he was
of
going
Fame.
through his divorce with Deborah.
But he's in the Hall of Fame.
Same thing. Ric Flair.
I think he learned his lesson, but at least he's not as bad. At least he's not as bad as what Jimmy Snuka did.
Yeah, everyone looks like a saint compared to the Vince scandal. But see, the thing about the Vince scandal is, and like Vince Russo said, if any of this is true, bro, and this is exact words, if any of this is true about Vince McMahon, he has to admit his wrongdoings. Okay, if he's found guilty on any of these charges, and the evidence is mounted up against him so hard that he has to be found guilty, if any of this is found, if he's found guilty,
that's the problem with Vince. He never takes responsibility for anything.
But all this stuff that's came out against him, man, and there's all this other shit mounting up, and all these other people supposedly coming out of the woodwork, and I haven't heard about anybody else except for the Ashley Massaro chick thing. But and the defense even looked at it like this: if there is no verbal document where her voice is saying any of this, and it's all hearsay, it's irrelevant. And it's God's honest truth. It's irrelevant. She's passed away, and it's done. Yeah, he's about to be 70-something. Yeah, I mean, dude, he's old, bro. I mean, even if he's found guilty, how long is he gonna last in prison? 6 weeks? He's gonna die of old age.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, seriously, that what are they gonna do? Kill him early? Well, I mean, it's a mercy killing. I mean, not really. And then all of a sudden, you have the whole Stephanie McMahon shit coming out saying that she agreed to trying to cover up her dad's situation. I read that on a lot of dirt sheets. I don't buy that shit for $1 because it's never been brought out into public knowledge. It's on dirt sheets. People trying to get clickbait. If it was legit truth, then it'd be all over the news. And it's not on the news. It's never been said in public. It's all on dirt sheets.
Yeah.
I don't even want to go that route with that. But the thing is, though, if he's found guilty, like Vince Russo said, he needs to own it up, man. And all this stuff that John Cena come out and said, I support him. I love the man. He's done a lot for my career. Randy Orton said the same thing. They're like, dude, they shouldn't have said that. Take a look at their career without Vince McMahon. They would have never held the reigns that they did, of title reigns. They would have never been to the greatest heights that they've ever been.
Yeah.
No.
I mean,
there wasn't
a lot of wrestlers. A lot.
Yeah, and they looked at him as a father figure. A lot of wrestlers did. Undertaker did.
The biggest
Undertaker's been very quiet about the whole situation. You know why? Because he don't want his personal opinion to get out there and get misconstrued.
They don't want to get canceled.
Well, that too, man. But I mean, you gotta think about it. All these people out there are talking about Vince McMahon's guilty. Man ain't even been to court yet. He hasn't even been to court yet. And you're like, oh, he's guilty. I hate that. I hate that more than anything. Let the courts decide his fate, you know? I mean, he's beat every other charge that came against him, and he had a lot of more evidence than this shit. The scandal with the steroids, dude, they actually had him buying steroids and he got off, bro. Legit.
That's because he had a good lawyer. That's why.
Dude, there was evidence where he bought steroids to give out to his wrestlers, man. And he got off. He got off. Like, how is that plausible?
It's that lawyer of his.
It's called money.
It's called money. Exactly. And this is no difference, man.
I don't think it's no fucking difference.
At least this time around, there's no way he's getting his company back.
No, he already sold it. He did the smart thing, dude. He knew all this shit was coming. He knew all of the karma was coming to him. He knew it was coming. I mean, hell, dude, nobody takes out $300 million out of their stocks 2 weeks prior for him to come all this shit coming out against him. Nobody does that without knowing.
He's using all that money to pay off his debts. He's going to end up having to pay.
Well, dude, and that's the kicker. That's the kicker. If he would have just paid what that girl was owed, all this would have been quiet.
Dude,
nobody would have known nothing. He paid that girl, and she's like, "Okay, you rigged on this. Here's my book."
Yeah, and that's the crazy part. He can still pay that, and this all goes the fuck away. People don't realize that.
Well, it's not going to go away. It's done and out.
Well, think about it like this, though. Seriously, if he pays her the money, and they use her against everything, she doesn't show up to court because she's now a part of the NDA that she can't show up in the court. Who are they going to get? Oh, well, they have evidence. Yeah, that's part of the NDA now. But it was state evidence. Well, now it ain't anymore. Well, it was federal evidence. Guess what? It's still under NDA agreement. It's not evidence anymore. So what are they going to go on? Who are they going to go on?
I don't know.
That's if he pays her.
Dude, if it comes down to him going to court or paying her money, what do you think is going to happen? Let's be real here. Let's be gentlemen. Let's be real. You got all this money in the world, and all it's going to cost you is a handful of dollars in his lifetime for it to go away. What do you think is going to happen?
Yeah, but it's truly not going to go away. I mean, it's like
he'll have that stigma on him. He'll have a stigma on him.
Is he going to go to jail? No, he'll get away with it again. But but is his reputation ruined?
Oh, fuck
yes.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. But
he's fucked.
But the thing about it is, if he pays it, he'll have a stigma, just like any other baseball player that did steroids and is in the Hall of Fame. Just like any other football player who did steroids and is in the Hall of Fame. It'd just be a stigma. He'll have an asterisk beside his name and a Hall of Fame memorabilia. Nobody would give a shit. Just like, we eradicated Brock Lesnar from WWE. Cool. But what about the library?
Nope.
He's still there. Well, we eradicated Chris Benoit from books. Cool. Did you eradicate him from the library?
No.
He's still there.
Yeah, I think they put like a disclaimer before each of his matches, ain't it, or something like that now?
Yeah.
You can do all these great things you want to do by eradicating people from your company and deleting people from your company. You can't delete them from everything. Like Pete Rose, you can delete him from the Hall of Fame. Cool. But you can't delete him from baseball cards. You can't delete him from being on television.
Oh, he's still a legend in my eyes, man.
Mine too, man. I mean, in a lot of people's eyes, he's still a legend, dude.
He's even in the WWE Hall of Fame.
And he'll never be in the Hall of Fame. Ever.
He's in the WWE Hall of Fame.
Well, I mean, so is Bob Uecker, but they ain't saying much. I mean, Drew Carey is too. If you want to go that route, I mean, come on, man. That's like saying Kid Rock is in the WWE Hall of Fame, bro. Come on, man.
How did he
All right,
get
you have a
involved?
point.
Yeah, Kid Rock's in the Hall of Fame. Dude.
I think the origin why Pete Rose is in it because he got tombstone from Kane.
Well,
A couple times.
Bob Uecker got choked out by
Pretty
Andre the Giant.
That was funny.
That was hilarious. I love Bob Uecker. I loved him. And dude, you know that man's still living?
Wow.
Yeah, I love it.
Really?
And yeah,
Damn, he was old when we were kids.
And his baseball card still ain't worth shit. And I love that man. I love him to death, dude. I think he's probably one of the greatest commentators to ever commentate baseball, period, in my opinion. No offense to the guy who did it at Wrigley Field. I loved him as well. I think he was
Harry Carey?
Yeah, dude. He was a phenomenal man.
He
was
what? That was honestly that was the only reason to watch a Cubs game back in the day because
his voice is iconic.
Oh, plus he was hammered off his ass all the time.
Ryan Snyder coming up the back.
Oh, come on. Jeez, OP. Why the hell did you do that?
Yeah. Dude, he was phenomenal, man. Harry Carey was like, he was Bob Uecker in the movie Major League.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this guy
again. I have a headache.
Oh, yeah, dude. He drank old style, dude. Like, yeah, dude. He didn't give a fuck, bro. And fuck the Cubs. I agree. Still calling Brewers games on Sunday. Yes, he is. They call him superstar. Who are we talking about here? Oh, yeah, he couldn't pronounce Hispanic players for shit, dude.
Oh, no.
No, he really couldn't. He was like, oh,
there's a 1, a 2, a 3.
But you see what I'm saying, though, man? These guys are in the Hall of Fame, like Bob Uecker, Pete Rose, and all these, but they'll never be in the actual Hall of Fame of what, I mean, Bob Uecker is actually in the MLB Hall of Fame, I think. But, for example, Vince McMahon will never be in the WWE Hall of Fame.
No.
And that's understandable. Even if he gets off on his charges or whatever, and the stigma's still there, we all know it will still be there.
Mm-hmm.
But, and everybody's like, well, why can't Benoit be inducted to the Hall of Fame? Dude, what Benoit did was fucking god-awful. Okay? What Vince McMahon did is atrocious. But what Benoit did was fucking unforgivable.
Yeah.
It's fucking unforgivable. And I'm not talking about him as a human. I'm just talking about him as a human being, not as a wrestler. I'm talking about him as a human being. He was a coward. Just like Paul Heyman would say, he was a fucking coward. He took the chicken shit way out, and that's what he did. He really, truly did. And that's my honest to God opinion. Do I think of him as a wrestler? And can I distinguish the two pieces? You can, because CTE had a major part in his downfall of a human being. If he would have never, ever, ever taken steroids and took all the brain damage that he did throughout his career by doing the freaking flying headbutt, would he still be living here today? 100%. I do agree with that. I do think he would be here.
Oh yeah, but man, hell, look at God, he was doing the flying headbutt off the top of a cage.
Yes,
to this day, I will never forget that. I mean, that was the first time I seen him do it was at WCW. It was like
sold out.
It was on Thunder. I think it was on a Thunder match. And all I remember is it was just coming down, going, bam, and at least he rose up 10 feet in the air and just flipped right over. Boom! I know he knocked himself out.
Dude, Chris Benoit was a tremendous athlete. Legitimately,
he was very disciplined. He very disciplined as well. Every time he made a mistake in the ring, he always did like push-ups or something.
Dude, he's like, oh man, I fucked up. And like, dude, we get a great match. I didn't see it that way.
He was a perfectionist.
Yeah, I mean, Macho Man Randy Savage was the same way in aspects. Like, he would write out the match, every move, everything. The whole match between WrestleMania 3, between him and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, he literally walked up to the Dragon and said, hey man, this is your shit.
He was really proud of Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Yeah. Like, he did that for him in the Warriors his final match in WWF. Whenever Warrior went over on Macho Man before he left to go to WCW. And dude, that match in WrestleMania, I think it was WrestleMania 7, wasn't it? Or was it 8?
It was
Whenever he was Macho King. Because that's whenever Sensational Sherry turned on him and Miss
It was
Elizabeth came
7.
back out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's where Macho Man became a broadcaster
For like a year.
for like a year. Then he interfered in a match, and they said they fired him.
Hired him, and he left and went to WCW. And
Yeah.
then 6 months later, all of a sudden, you see Bobby the Brain Heenan on WCW television, and then you see,
because he got fired by his best friend Gorilla Monsoon.
yeah, and then who else got fired like 6 weeks after? Oh yeah, Mean Gene Okerlund showed up in '95,
Oh yeah.
and then all of a sudden you have Hulk Hogan.
Woo! By God, Gene.
Yeah,
Oh, when Ric Flair did that.
Yeah, dude. And then 6 weeks later, you had Hulk Hogan show up. I mean, all these transcended to making WCW what it was. Okay, but
it also led to the downfall too.
well, the downfall happened whenever they started giving big ass contracts to people that couldn't wrestle.
Mm-hmm.
And also the finger poke of doom.
Yeah, that's when it did it too.
Ah, dear God, the finger poke of doom, having the title on David Arquette, having the title on Vince Russo.
But the start of it was
Finger
like
poke of doom. The finger poke of doom.
That and Mick Foley is like Mick Foley, who also known as Cactus Jack, is going to win
Winning
the title.
over
Tony
Ronaldo,
Schiavone,
That's going to put some
Big
butts
Mouth.
in the seats. I know it made me change this channel.
It did me too, man, because the way I looked at it was, if you're going to give away things like that, I want to know how. You know what I'm saying? I want to know how.
Tony Schiavone put butts in seats, all right. You made them put butts in seats. You made them change the channel as well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Tony Schiavone is the one who said it. That was Eric Bischoff.
Yeah. Actually, I got Tony Schiavone's comic book.
Yeah, Tony Schiavone's a great person, man, and he had nothing bad to say about anything except for he wished that he would have taken a contract whenever they was offered it to him.
Mm-hmm.
But he said he's glad he didn't. Now he's happier than ever where he's at now. And
he's
same with
happy
Jim
in AEW. I think he's doing great for AEW.
Dude, everybody there on the commentator team is doing great. You got and get this, man. Did you see who was inducted into the Hall of Fame this year? In the Indie Wrestling Hall of Fame? Did y'all see? Excalibur.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude.
Mm-hmm.
One of my friends says that Walker reminds him of a young Excalibur.
Yes. Well, to me, he reminds me of a young Don Callis the way he sounds, but the way he words his stuff is just like Excalibur. I have to admit that 100%. And I really wish I was going to New South this coming up weekend, dude. Oh my God, man, because he's going to be doing commentating.
I think you should have seen him at Fantastic Mania. He was actually having a ball with Chris Charlton, and they were when he was like, I couldn't hear myself over the you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Where it was like Hiromu Takahashi's alter ego, basically his music was edited and he was just and he coughed during the middle of the track. Is like, I want to get some of the fans up, since you're editing my track, hold my beer. I'll give some of the fans who are enjoy at home.
Dude, in all honesty though, man, everything that's going on with New Japan right now, there's a mass exodus happening, and I don't even know why. Like, Tama Tonga left. He signed with WWE. Okada's left. Joya's leaving. And they're saying there's a lot more.
Well, it's because of like she's loyal to Rossi. That's why. I don't think it's a mass exodus. I just think that.
Well, at the same time, it's like how long you expect to stay with a company, man. I mean, it's like you're with New Japan. How long's Okada been with New Japan?
He's been there his whole career.
Yeah, it's like sometimes it's like, hey, it's time to break.
He's done everything he could in Japan in New Japan Pro Wrestling. As for Tama Tonga, he's doing it so he can be closer to his family.
Yeah,
Roll Tide, bro, but I can't really admit to the Roll Tide thing, man. I gotta say,
they're gonna be in Huntsville. You know what Will Ospreay called it? Huntsville.
Huntsville, yeah. Will Ospreay is a great heel, dude, and that's happening. That's happening tomorrow night, ain't it?
Yep, tomorrow night,
Yeah,
in
it's
Huntsville, Alabama.
Yeah, I'll be in New Orleans tomorrow night watching Stevie Nicks.
Ooh, that's
sorry.
gonna be awesome.
Why does everybody tell me they're sorry for that, dude? You know, it may be like one of her last performances ever. You know that, right?
Well, this is.
I said nice. I didn't say I'm sorry. I said, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, you did, but Josh like, oh, I'm sorry. Wow,
man, I like her music. She's
so
she's a
AEW
talented
Dynamite.
woman.
Here's what's going on. Sting's final Dynamite. Eddie Kingston, FTR trios match against Blackpool. Will Ospreay is all elite. I guess Will Ospreay will be in Alabama tomorrow.
Wow.
And Hangman will address his
Injury.
ankle injury.
Dude, I mean, you already have Adam Copeland not being at the show, and you're not going to have Hangman Adam Page supposedly at the show. That's going to be a lot. Adam Copeland got replaced by what's his name? Daniel Garcia. To fight Christian Cage for the TNT title.
Really?
I thought it was going to be a triple threat match.
No.
Well, you probably step aside and let the kid take the hands. You know, he ain't gonna win, but
I didn't watch Collision yet, so I don't know if Adam Copeland showed him on Collision or not.
No, he didn't.
So yeah, right now it looks like it's just gonna be Daniel Garcia versus Christian Cage. And Daddy Magic has been coming to Daniel Garcia's aid because he beat the hell out of Wayne, Nick Wayne, and then Killswitch jumped down there, and then whenever he was going after Daniel Garcia, Daddy Magic hit Killswitch with in the back with a chair, and they both were in the ring. It's like, come on, get some, and they're like, well, we'll take our leave now. You know, like fucking, we'll wait. We'll wait till fucking Revolution to get a hold of you.
Yep.
So I mean, I think that everything is good.
Yeah.
Stevie Nicks. See, I'm really excited about the Stevie Nicks concert, man, because I've never really listened to Fleetwood Mac. I never really did. And I think she's like one of the only. I think she is the last remaining member of Fleetwood Mac. And I think it's going to be a decent concert. I know she's in her 60s or 70s. I think it's 70s. And it may be one of her last concerts ever. But
I have no problem against Stevie Nicks. It's just like it's not my cup of tea.
Mine either. I'd rather go see something like, I don't know, Overkill.
All I know is Right Fist Slayer's back.
I'd rather go see Obituary. Obituary is having a concert with Amon Amarth.
Oh, that's good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, Amon Amarth and Obituary are doing a tour, and the closest they're coming to us is Baton Rouge. And there's another concert I want to go to. It's Head PE, Dropout Kings. There's two more bands. I forget the name of the other two bands, but one of them could be Taproot. And I don't give a fuck, dude. That's going to be and that's going to be a
callback from the early 2000s.
Oh yeah, guess who showed up on NXT last night tonight? Sean Spears.
Wow.
And he brought the chair as well.
The Perfect 10? The Perfect 10? What do they call him over there? Something the Perfect 10?
I don't know what they call him.
Sean something. I forget. But yeah, dude, he had a really good gimmick in NXT the first time he was there, man. The Perfect 10. I love that gimmick. I watched him.
What do you guys think of Lexus King?
Dude, that's the Tiger King, bro. I've told y'all this. That's the Tiger King. It's god awful. I found out, dude, that he trained Dex Royal. Like I literally found that out today. He trained Dex Royal in Black Label Pro.
But now, who is this? Lexus King?
Yeah, Brian Pillman Jr.
Brian Pillman Jr.
Okay.
Yeah, the guy looks like the dude from Netflix's Tiger King.
Oh. Tiger
Joe's
King
something.
reborn.
Oh,
Yeah, legit.
Are you going to be at the Windy City Riot April 12th, by the way?
You need to buy tickets, and you got to hold up a sign for ringside rants, bro.
All right. Yeah, I'm definitely.
Yeah,
Dude.
Yeah.
It's coming
Two
up
of my
too.
favorite
Like
Joe are going to be
another
there.
month and a half, ain't it?
yeah.
Dude, Izumi and Mina Shirakawa of Stardom are going to be there.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So
They're-
yeah, you
dude, Mina
definitely.
Shirakawa.
Hey, seats
wrestled-
are cheap, man. Get your asses up here, man. Seats are cheap. They're only about $30, man.
I would love to drive up to Chicago, bro. I would love to drive up to Chicago. That's a lot of gas.
Yeah, I know. But as I was saying, though, Mina Shirakawa.
Take the train.
Hey, dude, don't fucking tempt me, bro.
As I was saying,
Train is cheaper than gas.
For real.
dude,
You
Mina
gonna come pick me up
Shirakawa
at the
is a
station,
legend.
bro? You
I
gonna pick me up
can,
at the station? If you gonna pick me up at the station, dude, I'll seriously think about a thing. Like legit, not even joking.
Don't have to
bro.
worry about a hotel room. Crash at my house.
Fucking right,
Oh, yeah.
bro. That's what's up, dude. Now you
Dude,
talking my
you should
language.
definitely check out Mina Shirakawa. She almost won the IWGP Women's Championship last weekend.
Phil, did you hear this, man? So we need to get some money together. Go to the Windy City Riot. We got a house to crash at. All we gotta do is just get on the damn Amtrak and drive and ride up there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do
I
it.
heard
Let's do it, thing, Phil.
it'll be my first New Japan show.
Mine too.
And we'll be live on Fight TV.
Yes, we will. Triller TV. Yeah.
Hell,
Triller TV Plus.
then
And,
hell, we
and
have tacos
also
and
for the
tequila.
Japanese fans, NewJapanWorld.com.
Yeah. And guess what? We can hold up signs that say we're part of the Ringside Rants. Like we can all hold up our sign. Like I'll be Just Mike, you'll be the Philip, the Japanese Guru, and Bad Karma. And then when we flip them over, it'll be like, fuck whatever, you know, and be like, yeah, ha ha ha, screw you guys, we got you.
Well, I'm wearing my Bullet Club shirt.
Tamales for breakfast, tacos and tequila. See,
There you go.
You lost me at tequila. You lost me at tequila. Tacos I'm okay with. Tamales I'm okay with. You lost me at tequila.
We'll have ringside red seat signs, and we'll flip them over. It says Val Venus is penetrate Chicago.
Oh, that'd be great.
Oh,
Dude, Val Venus will probably ban us forever, though. I don't know, man. He might like it, might post it on X Force.
Well, I don't know. He might block us because he's been really weird. He's really changed a lot on Twitter.
But he's still a nice guy. I've met him once. He was a great guy, like legit. Like so, yay.
I thought it was pretty funny though. Like when he met up with Takamichi Noku and
PP.
when he with Takamichi
I chop it,
Noku
your PP off.
and Funaki, they reenacted the.
It's like I had
Oh
the
my
self-control
God.
to reel it back.
But you know, honest to God, truthfully though, man, that was some of the best wrestling back in the day. Everybody knows that.
Oh yeah.
Hey, didn't Val Venus hold the Intercontinental title one time
Yeah.
Yes.
and the European title?
And he also
No
during
hardcore?
the personal aggression became Chief Morley.
Didn't he hold the tag team titles too?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
he might
don't
have
think he
done.
didn't hold.
Him and the Godfather were tag team champions.
Yeah, and the only title he didn't hold was a WWF Heavyweight title, correct?
Yep.
It was
I think
weird
Kevin
when he
Kerr-
became a member of Right to Censor. That was just weird.
It was cool though, man.
It was
really
funny.
cool. They got
Him
all
and
the
the-
most. They got
Him
all
and
the gimmicks that were a
the
lot of
Good
trouble.
Father. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
They got all the gimmicks that were really, really, really like bad, and they made them all be like good. So it was like, huh?
It was kind of a. They were making fun of these parent.
Mad.
Yeah, these parents mad, and they were like these angry parents that are complaining about how the WWF was watching it. They decided to make fun of them.
Dude, it was great in my opinion. I enjoyed it. I did. I'm not even gonna lie. I thought it was hilarious. The Right to Censor. You had Steven
Oh,
Richards.
Steven Richards is great.
Yes. All right,
I
I'm
got,
gonna
to
end
meet,
this.
I got to meet Steven Richards too.
Oh, dude,
He's
he's
a nice
phenomenal.
guy too.
He's a cool dude. He's a real cool dude.
You know
Let's
who
talk
he
about
looks like? You know who he
What?
looks like? Like he could actually place a body double for Rob Lowe. Think about it.
Well, back in the day, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Who is OKASDF? What?
Well, I don't know.
I don't either. I'm
Oh,
gonna
welcome to
end.
the show.
Welcome to the madness. I'm gonna end this hour here. Dude, we've already been on 2 hours, bro. Ain't that crazy?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna put more shit. There we go. More stuff. And you know what? I haven't had a rant in a while, have I?
No, I haven't.
No, I mean me. I haven't had a rant, have I? I haven't had a rant in several weeks, have I?
Oh.
You haven't.
Is that a
Not
good
that
thing
one
or a
that he
bad?
almost got his banned.
Wow, really? We were talking about that before I came on here, dude. I really thought that I was gonna get a lot of hate for what I said, and I'm gonna go ahead and start this. I thought I was gonna get a lot of hate for what I said on that 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 episode, and I've had a lot of people come up to me and say, "Dude, that was very brave of you to do that," and I can't believe that that you did that. That was
Yeah.
they commended me on it, and I was like, "Well, thank you." Because I even told them, like, I'm fixing to tell y'all, I'm surprised I didn't get banned for that or have our channel taken down because of that.
Mm.
And to me, I'm very grateful for that, honestly, because I didn't go against any guidelines at all. I didn't go out and do anything crazy. I just stated an opinion, well, not really an opinion, a fact of my life, and that to me speaks volumes about what YouTube guidelines consider bad. So if they allow that to be there and continue to be there, and for people to actually listen to it, I'm happy, dude. I think it, and I'm glad that you guys have actually stayed around for that. And I do
Well,
apologize. It almost probably could have got us banned, but the way I look at it is, it needed to be said, in my opinion. Maybe I came about it the wrong time and the wrong way, but I'm glad I said it. You know, because I don't want nobody ever say, "Oh, well, you never said anything about this or that or whatever."
yeah.
But I have,
Yeah.
because I've had people in my past that I worked with saying that, "Oh, you don't tell nobody about that."
I was like, why would I tell people about that?
Yeah, like, dude, honestly, God, truthfully, it's my business, And if I would have had $25,000 whenever this all shit happened, I would have got my shit appealed, and I would already be a free. And none of this should have been on my record anyway. But I didn't. The guy who took my case died 3 weeks later of a heart attack, and I didn't have $25,000 to go get a new lawyer. I'm gonna be honest, because he took my case pro bono. If I would have had the money, then cool, I would have had the money. But I didn't have the money, therefore I'm stuck with this bad situation. So fuck it. Anyway, changing the subject, moving back into wrestling. Here we go. But as we were talking about all the allegations and everything as well about him, but now let's move further away. Sorry about that, gentlemen. And Phil's over here like, God, I wish you would have never done that.
No, I have a headache, dude.
I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry. But I want to talk about the show I watched on VXS that happened Friday night, Arrival. VXS Arrival. The main event was Leo Rush.
I love Leo Rush.
Leo Rush was amazing. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you exactly who the main event was. I'm gonna go back over here to this show. I'm sorry, Black Label Pro. I was in the middle of a match, an hour and 22 minutes and 56 seconds in the Black Label Pro show, and it has Sky Blue versus Rachel Armstrong. And I like to say that, dude, Rachel Sky Sky Blue was amazing, man. Like that was a really good match. What I was watching.
Oh yeah, she's a great wrestler. She's a very good talent wrestler.
I know she's a real talent too, bro.
All right, so
very nice attributes.
Oh yeah, very good. All right, so this is where we come up with.
She's a great asset to AEW.
I was trying not to.
Wow.
I was not trying to go that route, but okay.
Yeah, 100%. All right, so on February 23rd, BXS collabs with Wrestling Universe to present The Arrival live on Triller TV Plus, straight from the world famous Elks Lodge in Queens, New York. It featured the special first time ever main event between the Bad Child Leo Rush and Triple A's Luchador RS.
Ooh.
Yeah, Sammy Callahan took on Lil Guido.
He still wrestles?
Yeah, dude.
Little Guido?
Yeah,
ECW?
yeah. Dude, Lil Guido can fucking go, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. It was a very good match.
I wonder if Big Sal was there.
No, I
That
watched
dude's
the
gonna
whole
be
show.
dead by now.
Yeah, Lil Guido, dude, he had a lot of gray hair, man, but he's still ripped, bro. He's still ripped. And Sammy Callahan beat the living hell out of that man. Legitimately beat the living hell out of that man.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Kobe Carino and Casanova Valentine took on a tag team of two other dudes.
Steve Carino's son?
Yeah, Kobe Carino. Yeah,
I thought he was in NXT.
He's an NWA. He is the light heavyweight champion of NWA. And they took on a team called Up and Over or High Up or something like that. The tag team they took on and beat was actually a legitimate good tag team. And then Myron Reed was there. Teriyaki was there. Dante Leon was there. He took on what's that dude's name from Noah? It was Noah versus NJPW. Dante Leon, I think, works for Noah, or does he work for NJPW?
No, he works for Pro Wrestling Noah.
Okay, the other guy worked for NJPW. I think it was shit. It was the very first match anyway, because Leo Rush came out there throwing on a big ass promo about his life and everything, and then Dante Leon come and goes, "Well, I thought you're out here, retiring for like the 18th time." And he's like, and Leo Rush was like, that stick is getting old. A lot of people say that in every promotion I show up. Come up with new shit, And I was like, well, he's got a point.
He does have a point. I hear that shit every time I'm on Twitter. I'm just like, you guys sound like fucking these idiots sound like fucking broken records.
Yeah, didn't he retire like 12 times? Like, no, he only retired 3 times, and the reason
if he went back to WWE, they would shut their fucking mouths up.
Oh yeah, 100%. And Leo Rush is probably one of the most underrated wrestlers of all time, in my opinion.
Oh, dude, I still remember when him and Yo won the best Super Tag League.
Wasn't they tag team? No, they almost were tag team.
They almost won the junior tag belts at Wrestle Kingdom last year, but they lost.
Yeah, and against Show and somebody, wasn't it?
It was Show, and it was members of the House of Torture, I think. Yeah.
And then the GCW show was fucking insane. You had Zilla Fatu, and you had his brother Jacob Fatu.
Oh yeah, those guys are awesome.
Yeah, they took on the Los Macizos and they beat the living hell out of one another, dude.
Umagas kids? Hell yeah.
Yeah, they beat the shit out of one another. And then Blake Christian took on Fuego del Sol in a fucking banger. A 30-minute banger, dude.
Really?
Dude.
I'm glad Fuego del Sol's actually
I'm gonna go back and watch that.
It was a fucking banger. That wasn't even the main event. The main event was Alley Catch versus Mance Warner in a Texas bull rope match. Bull rope. And it was violent.
I love it. I love his promo. I love Mance Warner's promos. He's very psychopath.
Mance Warner has went dark, dude. Like he tried to burn Effie alive in a fucking ring. Like he was about to light a fucking match, and then the whole SGC and the whole rest of the roster came out there and stopped it. Well, this match, I ain't gonna tell you the ending. I'm just gonna say Mance is getting nuclear heat, dude. Like he's up there with Dom Mysterio.
The second gear crew trying to say, dude, chill.
Dude, he's on his own, bro. He's
a second gear crew. Holy shit!
Yeah, dude, he's on one, bro, and it's all because he wants that world heavyweight title that's around Blake Christian's waist. And that's the reason why he's on one. And Shane Mercer has aligned himself Well, he hasn't been shown on GCW in a minute because he's been in OVW.
Ah,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he's signed with the NWA yet or not, but the way it's looking, man, it's looking a lot like he's part of the NWA now.
oh God, I feel bad for him already.
I do too. And I love the Iron Tooth Demon, dude. I mean, the Iron Tongue Demon. I love that guy. That dude's a monster, man. I mean,
I used
he
to
is
enjoy NWA,
monster.
but after what happened with Nick Aldis and everything just went down the shitter.
Well, I mean, Nick just put it out there for a fact that everything that was happening behind the scenes, he brought it to light, and everybody's like, "Wow, that was kind of shitty thing to do." And then you see Camille leave, and then before that, though, Nick Aldis left, and a lot of other people have turned out to be leaving and biding their time and
So what
being
is?
quiet about it.
Yeah, Camille's on her way to AEW now.
See, this is what I'm thinking, man, and I could be wrong on this. This is what I'm hoping. I'm really hoping that she shows up at Revolution. I hope she interferes. I really do hope she interferes in the Tony Storm.
She
Richard
almost went to
match.
WWE, but they were going to put her in NXT, and she was like, "Fuck that."
See, dude, that's a lot of things what people are saying, though, man. They're bringing all these main talents in, and they put them in NXT. Hell, you said that Sean Spears was in NXT last night or tonight. I didn't get a chance to watch NXT tonight, but I did watch Raw last night, and the main event was. It was a main event, I guess. I mean, it was a squash match. I wasn't very impressed with it. It went from 9:42 to 9:51, so it was a 9-minute squash match. I mean, it was a 9-minute match for main event.
One thing I think WWE needs to quit doing is squash matches. Overdoing squash matches. That's one of the problems. They ruin squash matches for me.
Well, I mean, it was Cody Rhodes versus Grayson Waller.
Okay, then never mind.
Yeah.
As long as it makes sense, it's not a burial. That's a different story.
Yeah, and then Paul Heyman came out there and he's like, "Ladies and gentlemen," and people started booing at ladies. He goes, "Yeah, it would seem fitting you boo at ladies. It really would."
Well, I have a feeling he's gonna get cheered in Philadelphia, though.
But he's like saying Josie. And then he got real quiet and he goes, "Y'all ruining my stick," And he goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman." Cody Rhodes, and then Cody Rhodes said that, "I don't care what your name is." And then he goes, "If this is a bloodline setup, I'm ready for you." And he had a chair in the ring, and it was pretty much you need to keep the Rock's name out of your mouth, yada yada, blah blah blah. And then he said, "You go ahead and call The Rock and Roman Reigns. Because the bloodline ain't hunting me.
Where do you think that Tama Tonga is going to end up in? The NXT? Bloodline or the OC?
Well, he's going to be the OC, and he's going to be in NXT to start out with because that's where the Good Brothers are already. The Good Brothers stayed last week. They were talking about the tweet he reposted and all this stuff, and then boom, today he signed with WWE. He's probably already signed with WWE. Right after his last showing Saturday night with New Japan.
He lost. Him and Tangaloa lost to
Tangaloa and
the Geodis. It was Ukuleo and
El Fantasma.
Yep.
Well, the thing is that he's not going to join the bloodline because one, he's not related to them.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he's Haku's son, ain't no.
Well, he's Haku's son, but Haku is not related to.
I thought he was related to the Islanders.
No.
Never mind.
Well, I know Haku and Rikishi have teamed up before a few times, so I know that.
Yeah, but I thought they were related too.
No, they're not related. So, but then plus, was a Tonga man? He was clowning
they're Tongan
the whole time. Anytime he got to the ring, he's like, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. He was clowning on Roman. That is true.
They're
I would
even-
love to see.
He
I
can't
would
stay
love to see
Tongan,
him.
they're,
beat him.
they're Tongan, not Samoan.
That is true. That is
Yeah.
very true. Which is almost a light Samoan like, but they have more Japanese features. That is very true. You're very 100%. You're 100% right. That is my fuck up. I am so sorry. I do not want Haku to beat my ass.
Dude,
Ever.
Haku is one tough
That's
ass
one.
motherfucker.
That's
He's
one
the-
person you don't want to fuck with, dude.
He's
Ever.
he's the only one that actually scared Roger the Giant.
Dude, he scared everybody, dude. They said that watching him fight was not a good thing to do.
I remember he was at the bar with a few of the other wrestlers, and a few idiot rednecks decided to fuck with Haku. He kicked their asses. What I read stories
Yeah.
about him. How
I heard he
whipped a
fought like
bunch of
4 people at
rednecks'
one time.
asses in a bar fight.
I heard he beat 4 people up at one time. And there was a whole
I wouldn't be surprised if he
ordeal.
kicked Brock Lesnar's ass. There's like,
Yeah.
and somebody's like, no, Brock was like, dude, there's a difference between an MMA fight and a fucking actual brawling street fight.
Yeah, I don't think anybody wants to fuck with Haku, man, or me. I think that's
I
one
try
of
to
the,
tell you all these little Fortnite video game playing, dick riding Brock Lesnar fucks. They're probably still, well, you guys are probably staying
man.
past their bedtime.
Oh man, dude, come on, man, don't be that way, dude. There's a lot of Brock Lesnar hate, man. I get it. I totally understand it. I get it. But his
I'm just
deal,
saying.
man. His deal, man, and this is me being completely honest on that whole aspect of everything about Brock Lesnar. He likes to watch people pee. Okay, he likes to watch people pee. I mean, each their own, dude. I mean,
He likes to tinkle.
he likes the pee. You know, I mean, he's the opposite of R. Kelly. R. Kelly will pee on you. He just likes to see it. You know. I mean, there's a difference. So, in all aspect, in all seriousness of the allegations towards Brock Lesnar,
He never
just
really
watched
touched
the
her or
lady pee.
anything.
Yeah, he
So
never
you
did
have a
anything. He just
point.
watched the lady pee.
I just never liked Brock Lesnar, to be honest. I just, after what he did with the titles and everything, and
Dude,
he's just guilty for being a Vince guy, too.
well, if that's the case, then why isn't Randy Orton guilty for being a Vince guy? And why isn't John Cena guilty of being a Vince guy? And I can keep going. What about Shawn
Well, if you
Michaels?
look at
being a
Triple H,
Vince guy?
he's also a Triple H guy, too.
So, I mean, all these people that have been quote unquote Vince guys, the biggest one of all time is Hulk Hogan.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Hulk Hogan was one of the very first guys to transcend pro wrestling to a whole nother level.
Yeah, so,
Brother.
one of these guys that saw, apparently Stone Cold in a steel cage match at St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
Yeah.
And it's crazy how Vince got the Benoit treatment. But wait, never mind. It's not crazy.
It's not crazy yet, man. I mean, it is right now because he hasn't been found guilty of anything.
Yeah.
And that's my ordeal, man.
And
If he hasn't been,
there's two different sides of that. Is like there's being like a fucked up situation until a terrible situation. With Benoit, that's terrible. This is just kind of fucked up.
this could have been
That
prevented.
was
This could be totally prevented.
two
I
of
mean,
those people.
Yeah,
Two
he
out
would
of
have
three
paid
of
his
those
bill.
people shouldn't. Those people should. I have to say, Nancy and Daniel shouldn't have died.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
That what Benoit did to them was unforgivable.
It's 100%. Everything you're saying, I can't say we're wrong on at all because
I feel. I because of that, he also ruined his son David from becoming a wrestler.
he got blacklisted pretty good, and
All because
and
of his dad's. All because of his last name.
okay, and that being the case, I agree, but he even said he really didn't want to be a pro wrestler anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
He
here's
is
another. I have a question. Did Bob Backlund have a son?
I don't know.
Because in Black Label Pro, there are two people, and I want you to hear their names, and then I want you to go the same way I did. One of them is Trevor Outlaw, and the other one is Hayden Backlund.
Trevor Outlaw, I heard of.
But have you heard of the Outlaw Ron Bass? Is that, I mean, not the Outlaw Ron Bass, but ain't there another guy last name Outlaw who was like a famous wrestler at one time, like an old school wrestler?
I think so.
Mm-hmm. I'm not talking about Ron Bass. I'm talking about a different outlaw. And what about the other guy? You know, what about Hayden Backlund? Is that Bob Backlund's son?
Possibly.
Because they're wrestling in Black Label Pro under get this, their tag team name is the Hot Commodity.
Bob Black.
Okay, however, there was a wrestler on
Backlund.
However, that's possibly. However, there's a friend of mine. He's like a super heavyweight, but he's very flexible. He goes by the name Bam Bam Bundy.
Yeah, but he's no relation to
I know. It's a coincidence. He picked that name because he's a super heavyweight. He can move like Bam Bam Bigelow.
Yeah. And also there's a guy at wrestles in Black Label Pro called Puff. And dude, he is like a puff marshmallow. He is a huge boy. And
however, there were a lot of other wrestlers named Bam Bam as well.
Yeah, there's another one called not Bam Bam Bundy, not Bam Bam Bigelow. There's one called Bam Bam
Terry Gordy.
Bam Bam Terry Gordy. Yeah. And dude, there's a lot of them, man. But no, the reason why I was mentioning those two guys in Black Label Pro, they can actually fucking go, dude. They're actually decent wrestlers.
I heard Bob Backlund has dementia, from what I heard.
I heard the same thing. I heard it was Alzheimer's. I didn't heard it was dementia. I heard it was Alzheimer's.
Well, he is in his 70s, so it makes sense.
And dude, that is one of the most realistic gentlemen that, I mean, he made wrestling. He was probably one of the most first technical wrestlers there ever was, in my opinion.
I like how he plays the crazy guy, you know?
Oh, 100%.
The crazy babyface. I love it. He's a really nice guy. He hardly ever breaks kayfabe in front of people. That's saying a lot.
Bob Backlund? Yeah.
He barely breaks kayfabe. He works the gimmick every chance he gets. Even still, you know? If I were to meet Bob Backlund and everything, he'd probably stay in kayfabe in front of me. I wouldn't give a shit. I would love it. Because I love Bob Backlund. I think he was one of the greatest WWE, most underrated WWF/WWE champions that ever lived, that ever held that title.
Well, he only has one kid.
When I meant WWE, because he was in WWE before it became WWE, so that's why I do that. That's why I say WWF/WWE. Same company, but you know what I mean. Mike, did you pause or something?
Bob Backlund only has one kid. It's a daughter.
Okay.
So he has no son.
Okay, cool. Well, I mean, I was trying to figure out why my tablet don't have any service, and it says my Wi-Fi isn't picking up. So lame.
That is what the fuck.
Exactly. So
well, at least my headache's gone.
That's a good thing. As long as you don't throw up, we're good. But it's been about a half hour, so I want to talk about this one other card I've been watching, which is like I said, Black Label Pro. There was Dex Royal, who was trained by Brian Pillman Jr., also known as Lexus King. The match I'm on right now was Rachel Armstrong versus Sky Blue. Not a bad match so far. Sky Blue is really spooky. That's what they're going with, the spooky Sky Blue.
Yep,
She,
I love it.
I love
and
it.
she,
I love how she was highly influenced by Julia Hart.
yes, and the crazy thing,
The best match she had so far is with Abaddon, and that's like I like how the crowd was like, "This is spooky."
I
yeah,
love Abaddon.
Abaddon's great. The Living Dead girl is amazing. That's an amazing gimmick. But in all honesty, though, man, everything that I watched this weekend, the only thing I was disappointed in was VXS. And the only reason I was disappointed in VXS, if you go back and watch the show Arrival, you'll see why I was disappointed. I'm kind of like disappointed in the aspect of BLP's uh sound quality. When you watch it, you'll understand why.
What are you talking about? Like GCW's got the hand me down from ECW, man.
The dude GCW's ring announcer slash commentator MLJ is amazing, hands down.
Well, yeah, no. I'm talking about the commentary is good, but I'm talking about like the production. I'm like they got the old ECW crew.
Dude, I love it, dude. I love the GCW feel. What I'm talking about though is whenever the ring announcer's in the ring announcing the people, you can actually hear the ring announcer.
Okay.
Okay, and when you watch VXS, you can't hear shit. Anybody that grabs a microphone, you can't hear shit. Same way in BLP, the only people you can hear is the commentators. Same way in VXS, you can hear the commentators. Barely. And the people in GCW, you can hear the ring announcer, you can hear the commentators, you can hear anybody that grabs a microphone. And that I love. You know what I'm saying? I love that aspect. And Mance Warner, dude, he is doing some really, really, really great Terry Funk shit right now. Like, he got in the ring with Alley Catch, and he's like, "You don't want to fight me. You want to hug me. I'm your only family. Not that
JC
piece of
Dub.
shit. Not that fucking piece of shit, Effie. There ain't gonna be no fight tonight. Come over here and give old Manser a hug. I've been with you. These people don't know you. These people don't give a fuck about you. I give a fuck about you. I love you like you're my own flesh and blood, Allie.
Damn.
Give me a hug, and we will end this, and we will walk away together, and we will run GC Dub." And dude, she hugged him, gave him a long fucking hug, and then kicked him in the dick.
Dick Kick City, motherfuckers.
It was fucking awesome. And that match was a fucking banger. I mean, it was a bloody mess. It was a massacre. And like I said, I'm not going to tell you how it ends, but I will tell you this. Mance Warner is doing some of the best heel work ever.
Dick Kick City, motherfucker.
Dude, he's on a whole nother level. Like, Matt Cardona is on a level. Mance Warner is right there at his level.
Yep.
And Matt Cardona had a cool little bitty video during the show with him and Jimmy Lloyd and Steph DeLander. Like, he walked over to Jimmy Lloyd and he's like, "What's down your fucking face? Didn't I tell you to shave that and get you a lineup? What the fuck is wrong with you?" And he's like, "What's up with your fucking hair? Didn't I tell you to get that shit cut?" And he's like, Can I get a lawyer?" He's like, "Fuck your lawyer." And then Steph Lander goes, What's that smell?" She walks over to Jimmy Lloyd and smells and goes, "Oh my God, you stink." And Matt Cardona's like, "Bro, didn't I tell you to take a fucking shower before and after every match?" He's like, I take one before." He's like, "You fucking stink, dude." And then Steph Lander goes, "When's the last time you were laid, Jimmy? When's the last time you were on a date, Jimmy?" And then Matt Cardona goes, "Broskies get fucking laid, bro." And he goes, "I'm calling my lawyer." So he picks up his phone and he dials mom. And when his mom answers, he goes, "Mom?" And then it closes off. Then it goes, "Boom." I'm like, hell yeah, dude. Hell fucking yeah.
His mom hung up on him.
No. Nobody hung up on him. The camera feed just shut off there, dude. Like, that was it. Boom. And
we've
then
been back with these messages.
he basically, and then Jimmy Lloyd's music hit in the auditorium in Dallas, Texas. And he walks out to the ring with a piece of paper and he's holding the internet championship over his arm. And he goes, I have a pre-recorded promo because Matt Cardona wanted me to practice my promo skills. And he took on Billy Starks too, by the way. That's another give me. And he goes,
I love Billy Stark. He's awesome.
Oh, I do too. And he holds this piece of paper up and he goes, you know, it's great to be in Dallas. And he goes, because, you know, y'all are used to losing. Look at your football team. And dude, the whole damn fucking place turned on him completely. Boo. He's like, show me some respect. Show me some respect. I'm trying to do business. Matt Cardona wants me to practice my promo skills. And dude, he did this whole fucking sheet of promo and he got booed. And then he throws it at Billy Stark, or Billy Stark kicks him and takes it from him and throws it out the ring, dude. It was so fucking great.
You
dude.
know what one of my favorite promos was in Nitro when Chris Jericho did the Man of 1,004 holds.
Oh yeah, whenever he took a hold from D. Malenko when it was feud with D. Malenko.
Trying to do D.
I remember that night in Chicago when he started naming off the list. And he said it at Stone Cold's podcast. He talked about it at Stone Cold's not podcast, but on WWE Network. I was there for that. I was there in Chicago when he did that. And when he was like reading, he was reading, listening. And he goes, "Are we on commercial? All right, great. I hate coming to this stinking stadium and everything. I hate the fucking Blackhawks and all that." And he was getting some nuclear heat. That when it came back on the air, he was getting booed really, really hard. You can find the video of it somewhere. And he's still going through the list and everything. It's like arm wrist lock,
rear naked arm bar, and then he's like leg lock, reverse leg lock.
What do you think of Serena Deeb making her comeback? By the way,
dude, I love her tweet. I love her tweet. I don't need to go black and white, and I don't need to go dark. Whenever I come on, wherever I come out, what did she say? Whenever I come out, the screen don't go black and white or dark.
He's the professor, dude.
Dude, I was like, dude, she just shot on Toni Storm and Julia Hart because both of those are champions. And I'm like, I fucking dig it. I fucking dig it, dude. Because I'm going to be honest with you. I would love to see her take the title off of Julia Hart. I would love to see her feud with either Chris Statlander or Willow Nightingale or Camille. I think her and Camille could tear the house down. Hands down, could tear the house down.
Thunder Rosa needs to step up, start stepping it up again.
I think Thunder Rosa is about to go to LIJ.
Really?
Because they have a spot and they said it's a woman joining LIJ with Bandito and Roosh.
I mean, permanently or just like just doing side gigs?
I think it's permanently.
You think she got to quit AEW?
No, it ain't quitting AEW. Remember, Bandito and Roosh are LIJ.
Oh.
In AEW.
Well, actually, Bandito Roosh are more.
Okay.
They're LI. They're not LIJ though. That's Naito is LIJ. They're more LI, but still same faction.
Yeah,
just different region.
Different region. Yeah, exactly. They're talking about her being part of that.
I think it'll work. You know, like we could always use a female member of LFI.
I mean, dude, considering the fact that Thunder Rosa is probably one of the most all-around talents, like well-rounded talents that, as far as women,
the only other for LFI.
Yeah, the only other
along with Roosh and
Bandito,
and what's his name, Preston Vance
and Bandito.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And this
well, I think they'll form their own faction in WWE.
Huh?
Well, don't forget WWE, Dragon Lee and Andrade are in WWE.
Yeah, but I think they're part of the. I think they're going to be part of the NW or the LWO.
LWO, yeah.
Lame. I'm sorry, that shit's so lame.
I'm sorry, 80s version is way better, you know?
Well, it wasn't just Eddie's version, dude. You had Eddie, you had Chavito, you had Ray Ray, you had Conan, you had
Conan was in Wolfpack though, but I know what you mean though. You also
Conan
had
also joined the LWO at one time too.
Psychosis,
Psychosis, Juventud Guerrero. You had
Mhm.
La
Silver King.
Parca, Silver King. You had
May
all
he
these
rest in peace.
luchadors. Yeah, wait, oh, dude, I forgot he passed away, man.
And
Oh
La
my God.
Parca,
Yeah, the chairman.
also known as
The
LA
chairman,
Park.
yep.
He basically gave the name to the second La Parca.
LA Park.
Yeah. He became
know.
LA Park. He's now LA Park now, and he gave La Parca to the other guy that died.
Mm-hmm. And what was that other guy that came out? He was a luchador, and in America, he did the McDonald's commercial. What was that dude's name? Because he wrestled in WCW too. Y'all know who I'm talking about. He was
La
well known.
Cucaracha?
Huh?
No, wait, that's Disco Inferno's La Cucaracha.
Dude's terrible.
The
Fuck Glenn Gilberti. Fuck Glenn.
I
Fuck that
have.
piece of garbage.
Yeah, I can't think of the guy right now, man. I'm
But
so
you know what I'm talking
tired
about.
right now.
But you know
Yeah,
what I'm talking about.
yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, but no, he
You
was part of the
some guys
LWO.
that flip, you know?
Everybody hates the flippy shit, dude. Everybody hates the flippy shit. I mean, I
don't.
like it. I like it all. I like it all.
Like it
man.
all.
Yeah, I love it all. But it is getting late, gentlemen. We always usually end it around this time. Always.
Yeah,
Always.
I'm about ready to fall out right here, man.
It's only
I am
12:08.
too, man.
12:08 Wednesdays. Anybody have a birthday today or anything we need to celebrate today on Wednesday? Does anybody have
Nah.
No.
Okay, then.
Oh, happy birthday
Josh?
to anybody.
Yeah, everybody, happy birthday, whoever. Josh, you had a milestone happen yesterday, and happy that day, and
Oh yeah, my D-Day.
yeah, your D-Day. Hey, I was very respectful. I didn't say anything about it. You did, so I seen it on
Yeah,
Facebook.
no, it's like the Attitude Era. It's an end of an era, man.
Yeah, but
So,
I know y'all ended on a good note. It looked like.
yeah, we
That's
did.
a good thing. That's a great thing. I'm
So
happy for you, and I wish that your next adventure and your next thing goes
Mhm.
great, even though y'all don't live together.
Working on
it. Working
it.
on it. Hey, man. Hey, baby steps are the best steps.
Yep, there you go.
And baby steps are the best steps, and I'm really going to consider, coming up there for the Windy City Riot. I'll see what I can do to make things arranged to see if I can make the trip up there and back in a couple of days. Ain't it on a Saturday? That's on a Saturday, correct?
Yeah. Hold on, let me double check. Lucky enough, my buddy sent me a flyer. It's on a Friday.
Holy footballs, Batman.
Yeah, Friday, April 12th.
Friday, April 12th. If I am not working, then my good sir, maybe a thing. But if I am working, my good sir, then chances are it's gonna be slim and none.
I got a cold.
Listen to this man. He's like, I just started working. Got COVID. Don't watch Triller TV. You have an account. I'm not there.
I got a luchador mask. Makes you wear that.
What is that guy holding up a sign for ringside rant? Ain't that Mike shit? Mike ain't there. Mike's not here today, bro. Be like, yes, Steve's not here, man.
That's what will be on the back of our signs. We'll have ringside rants and flip it over and say Mike's not here.
Mike's not here, man. That'd be great. It'd be hilarious, dude. But no, in all seriousness, dude, if I'm not working and I can come up with some scratch, yeah, I'll definitely try to make the trip because I think that'd be something that'll be very, very what's the word I'm looking for? Interesting, my good sir. Very, very interesting.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I'm very interested in doing any of that stuff because I believe that you only live once. You can't take it with you when you're gone. Enjoy your life while you can. Live it to the max. Just don't hurt nobody in the process. And damn it, enjoy it. Every single aspect of it, dude. You like I said, you only live once. Hell, when I went here, I loved it, dude. Like I can't wait to go back, bro. You know, and the way I look at things now is in a different light. Is let's fucking go. You know what I'm saying? Let's fucking
Oh
do
yeah.
this shit. Let's live life to the max, man. And as long as we're not hurting anybody and we're having a good time doing it, fucking right, dude. Let's rock it.
There you go.
You know, and that's the way I feel about a lot of things lately. You know, let's do it. You know, but as I said, though, it is getting late, gentlemen. You're about to fall asleep, and Phil's not even on camera at the moment. He's just showcasing all his belts. Like, look at all the shit I have. Look at all my belts. They're
I
all
have
pretty.
Blu-ray
Shiny.
collection. I even have Japanese movies because I'm the Japanese guru, as you say.
You are the Japanese guru, Phil. I mean, hell, you talk about people. I'm like, dude, I have no clue who you're talking about. And I thank you for taking the time to actually acknowledge that and give us insight about every wrestler that you like. And hey, you should check this person out.
You should definitely check out Wakanda Urihara at during WrestleMania weekend. There's even a video on her on YouTube. I'll send you guys the link on it through the YouTube video and everything.
Epic. But it is getting late, gentlemen, and we're going to end this like we always do. If you're not listening to Ringside Rants, Phil, what are you doing?
You're doing life wrong, motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's right. That's fucking right. And you know what? This is food for your what, Josh?
Food for your mind.
For your ears,
and
bro.
For your ears and your mind.
Yeah, it's food for your ears and mind, dude. Let's rock it. Let's roll with that shit. We should get shirts that said Ringside Rants, food for your mind. And if you're not listening to us, you're doing life wrong, bro.
There you go.
That's exactly what we should be making right now. Money, bro. Money. Your woman should make
merch. You got merch.
Yeah, you got merch right now. Your woman should make shirts for us, dude. That'd be fucking epic. Have shirts walking around out here like Ringside Rants. I don't even know what the fuck that is, but I like the shirt, bro. Fucking digging it, you know. But, you know, maybe we can come up with some ideas and get some hats made. I love fitted hats, by the way. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Yeah, we can sell them online and everything.
Fucking right, dude. We'll get a merch store and, like, have you got PWTs, man? Make us
oh, hell yeah. Pro wrestling tees. I love pro wrestling tees, man.
Oh, yeah.
I start getting my Bullet Club, too.
See?
I know some people.
Man.
They're what I'm saying, man. Let's get this shit rolling, bro. Let's make some money with this shit. I think we can do
got my Sting, my long sleeve 3X Sting long sleeve shirt at.
See, there we go, bro. I mean, I think we can do this. I think we can make some money doing this shit, and we can be rocking our shit in public. But like, who are you? Why do I think I need to know who you are, dude? I was walking around in a shirt here. By the fact, I'm gonna show y'all this shirt, and this dude.
You know the guy that had the sign that said "Just Watch Wrestling." He has a deal with pro wrestling tees.
Oh yeah.
I like that shirt that says "Just Watch Wrestling." You know.
Hell, that guy that it's an infamous wrestling video of this guy's like, it's real to me. He actually tours wrestling circuits.
Look at this.
What the hell?
You reading it?
One time was it?
It says sometimes when hot girls make out, it's evil. Lesbian zombies from outer space.
That's like something from a cheesy B movie. I like that though.
But it's an actual comic book.
Nice.
Now check this mashup out.
Is it? Again, and Ernest goes to Crystal Lake.
Camp Crystal Lake, dude. Ernest is about to find out that Jason doesn't know what he means, Vern. Starts today in the Blood Lake Drive-In theaters.
Nice.
My buddy Justin Parker, who's also known as Killator, part of Corpse Circus. He does these badass shirts like this, man. I even got an Alphabet shirt. Check this shit out. It don't even fit me, but I rock the fuck out of it. We should be making merch, dude. Sell the fuck out of it.
I think the best shirt I got right now is it has Danny Trejo on it. It says And on it says, "Sometimes killing is the answer, or violence is the answer."
See that shit?
Oh, it's Alf.
It's Alphabet, dude. It's Alphabet. And that shit ain't fucking hilarious, dude.
That's hilarious.
So yeah, ringside rant T-shirts with all our mugs on the front of it, dude. And it says "food for your ears" under it. And then up on the back of it, it says, "If you're not listening to us, you're doing life wrong." So yeah,
Hell yeah.
I don't even know how much one of those shirts would cost to make, honestly, but I think it's worth a fucking badass idea, though.
Yeah.
And we're still live talking about this. Let me end the podcast.
All right.
Boom. There we go. In stream. Thank you guys and gals for tuning in.
Have a good
Tonight. We
night.
love you.
Yeah, have a good night, guys. See you
Night, everyone.
next week, man.